tal? welcome to Breakaway this Friday evening. How are we all doing in chat? Oh, that don't sit right, Topper. You can stay with the Lord if you want in that case. That don't sit right. But appreciate the sentiment nonetheless. Good evening. How are you all doing, Mrs. Verstappen? Hello. Welcome, Mrs. Verstappen. Any relation to Max? Welcome to you. And it is Friday. It is the end of the working week here, and it's been an interesting couple of days, hasn't it? It's been an interesting couple of days. I think everybody in the world knows by now. It's been a weird one. I mean, as I've mentioned before, I'm not much of a royalist, but still, it's for someone like that has been ever present throughout your entire life, and that is, very true for a lot of people in the UK, across the Commonwealth, across the world. For someone to have been there for your entire life. Even if they're not, directly related to you, but you see them every day on stamps, on money, coins, whatever it is, on TV, and for them to suddenly just be gone it's interesting and strange. And it's going to be strange for a lot of people like that as well. We had our first proper public address from our new king as well, just about an hour or so ago, and did a remarkable job in the sort of the composure required for that is just phenomenal. So it has very much been a very interesting couple of 24 hours since it was properly announced, but. The writing was on the wall with certainly with the news broadcast throughout that day. Yeah, it has been. Nah, no, you're not. You're younger than me, and I'm 34, so that don't work out, Ben. But 41, thank you very much for the 41-month resub there, Ben. Greatly appreciated. And yeah, it really has just been a very weird few days. Yes, I have been able to get some work done, actually at work, and also have done some stuff last night as well with regards to sorting buzzers out for Quiz Night Live. So I have been able to do some stuff. It's been interesting. It has been very, very interesting. You're involved with London Bridge at work, so I'm working. Well, it's not technically London Bridge, is it? Especially if the plan is to fly her over, because that's Operation Unicorn was through the train, if memory serves. But I can't remember what the one is when it's using the plane. But yeah. It's a whole complicated mess, and I don't really care that much. But yeah, it's interesting seeing all this stuff play out, especially with the half as interesting video from a few years back, sort of detailing the whole process. It's like, oh, it's actually happening. It's actually happening real time right now. Oh my god. Overstudy, Operation Overstudy. Okay, that's the one where she'll fly back from Balmoral. But yeah, it's still going to take a bit of time to get used to, obviously, as we now have a king rather than a queen. That sounds really weird to say that we have a king, because I only know a time where there was a queen that was, our living reigning monarch. But I'm not going to dwell on that much more. Let's get on with some quizzing and have a good time. Have a good time on Friday with some Breakaway. Now, if you've never played Breakaway before, you will. If you want to play one of the hot seat slots, there'll be 6 of those to fill out, and you will need to be able to join me in voice in Discord to play that game, and also be able to join on buzzer.dev for the ringing in of buzzing in and walking up and stepping onto the runway. If that does not interest you, do not worry, there is an audience game alongside it as well, so you'll be able to answer all the questions in Twitch chat, or should I say whisper to Quizbot 3000, if it wants to work tonight, because it did seem to fail for some reason during turnabout. But there is an audience game adjacent to all of this that you'll be able to play for free while you watch all the carnage happening in front of you instead. So 6 players to look for our hot seat game. If you'd like to play the hot seat game, then enter in the room code of PEMZ. You don't have to enter this lobby if you want to play just the audience game along. Only join this one if you want to be a hot seat player. So while you sort that out, I'm going to set myself up in Discord. Get all of my necessary things together for that. PEMZ. That is the room code you need to enter in if you would like to have a go. No, don't go away. For the audience game, no, you do not have to join the Discord for the audience game, Mr. Verstappen. You just need to just sit back and you'll be able to play the audience game in public chat or whisper to, well, ideally whisper to Quizbot 3000 the answers, and all be good. You get yourself some free dukes for every answer you get right. And may I say, a massive, massive thank you, please. Oh, those redemptions are still live. I forgot to turn those off from last night. So, massive thanks go to Oni for writing a full pack for Breakaway, which is no mean feat. You might think, well, Breakaway is only 25 steps, so, and we have a couple of lives that go every now and then, so you only need like 30 questions or something like that for the game. Not so, no. To absolutely make sure that we have enough questions for every possible scenario in this game, we actually need 100 questions writing for the entirety of it. 12 for each of the main 6 categories, 24 for the final general knowledge section, and then the 4 life questions as well. When you add all that together, you get 100 questions required for this. And we'll likely only see about 30% of those questions. So you'll only see about 30 of those 100. But we have to have them there in case we have an absolute massacre in one of the categories or in the general knowledge section. It's the only reason why we have to have that many questions. But what it does mean is, if Oni wants to write a second pack in the future, he'll only need to fill in the gaps where we've used questions. The rest we can obviously just keep on for a later date. So spontaneous spotlight becomes spontaneous breakaway if we can sort of get around with that. And as we get more people that also want to write packs of breakaway, even if it's just categories for breakaway, we can start mixing that up a bit more and just keep building up this sort of mini database, as it were, for this game, because it does require a lot of questions. Massacres do indeed happen as well. Yes, they do indeed. I'm just going to fill this bottle up because... or maybe I'm not? Thought I had some... yeah, I do. Thought I had some Coke still down here. Let me just pour it in here. And we will pick 6 of you to play this game in 1 moment. And of course, you also need to get buzzer.dev open as well. So if you are picked, get ready to load that up in your browser of choice. If you're playing it on mobile, you may have some issues if you put it to sleep. So try and keep it as awake as long as possible. Anyway, let's get this going. Who's it going to be? We've got Ralph, Andrew, Samster, Shapes, Natter, and Matt the Ref. You six have been picked to play this game of Breakaway. Please make your way to the green room. And may I also say massive shout outs to Arun for proofing this 100 question pack as well from Oni as well. Again, massive undertaking to proof so many questions. And just did an absolutely phenomenal job. Thank you, Arun, for all of that. Hard luck to Claire and Lucario. Probably ones that a lot of people are looking forward to seeing play a hot seat game, but unfortunately the RNG did not favour you this time. However, you can play the audience game along and see how well you do throughout this game. Justice for Lucario. That's an interesting contraction there. Feels bad, man. I'll just wait for our players to get in. And thank you, Colo, for helping do the sound check this evening. I do need to get the room code set up for buzzer.dev. So let me find that quickly. That is that. So let me write that down. There. Did I turn off the least played plays algorithm? I did, Topper, yes. I've sort of refreshed the number of times you've played because I didn't want that to sort of influence in this case. So everybody had equal odds going in on this pick. Do we have everyone in? I think we have everyone in there now. Just to finally check the sound on that. And they'll be ready to go. Where are they at? Oh, there we go. Here they come through. I need to unmute myself in OBS so I can actually hear you. And good evening, players.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you all doing?
Very good. Good.
That's what we like to hear. Andrew, welcome to the game. This is your first time playing Breakaway. Have you ever seen Breakaway
Yes,
before?
it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Have you ever seen Breakaway before?
This is my first. I never played this game before. This is my first time.
Okay, well, we'll go through all the rules as we play along, but it's a very interesting game. Shapes, how are you doing?
Oh, not too bad, not too bad.
You did some absolutely awesome answering, may I say, during Turnabout. There were some great words coming out there that I'd never even heard of as well. But there's some great answering there. Do you have any target in mind for tonight's game of Breakaway?
I didn't actually even think about that. So I just put my name down. Didn't actually, didn't sort of presume to get picked, and now I'm here. I'm just gonna have to sort of
wing it,
play it as it goes.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how it goes. Good luck to you. Third up, we've got Matt. Good evening, Matt.
Good evening, Ash. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing okay. So you've been here before on the Breakaway track. Are you going to be doing anything differently tonight?
Crossing the finish line. I think that'd be a good thing to do.
Well, that is certainly something different. Do you think you can get there?
Well, some may remember I got to question 25. Is it the last one?
That is the last one. Is 25.
Yeah, I got there and got it wrong, and I was on the breakaway path. So, yeah, that one hurt.
Well, let's see if we can get you across the line tonight. Good luck to you. Next up, Natter. Good evening to you.
Hello there, Ash. Hope you're doing well for yourself.
Yes, indeed. And you're no stranger to Breakaway. Are you going to be doing anything different tonight?
No, just see what I can do. Just go as far as we can get it.
All right. Well, wish you the best of luck. Ralph, good evening to you. How you doing? Oh, you're very quiet, Ralph. Yeah, you're very, very quiet, even if I bump you up to 200%. I can hear the little blip as you're activating the mic, but I can't hear anything else other than that. Have you accidentally knocked the cable loose or something along those lines? Because it is very quiet. I don't think it's just me. Normally your mic is okay. Oh, Carlo's just joined back to the green room. Do you just go back over to the green room very quickly, see if there's anything else to sort out? Might be we may have to go back to the green room. I don't know, but it was very quiet just then. While we're waiting to see what happens with that, Samster, good evening to you.
Hello.
How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm a little bit gutted for Claire and for Lucario, though.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, if I'd have known... my throat. If I'd have known that the whole like random selection thing was off, I might not have entered, but it is what it is, I guess, and I'm here now, so...
Yeah, it is what it is.
One game of Breakaway.
Well, next time round is not too far away. As we've been changing with this season, we've been doing more of mixture of games per stream. So Breakaway will certainly come back around very, very soon indeed. I'm trying to remember who's writing the next pack. Possibly JB, if memory serves. I think is the next pack. But either way, do you have any plans going forward into this game this evening, Samster?
Depending on categories, maybe an early-ish Breakaway, but...
Ooh.
Yeah, well, I'll tease it. Go on, I'll tease it for a change.
Drama.
Yeah,
yes.
it'd be very dependent on the categories, so we'll see.
We shall see indeed. Well, good luck to you. How are we looking on the Ralph situation? Currently still sitting in the green room, so presuming we are having some problems with the audio. If we are having problems with Ralph, then we may have to pick someone else, and that will be picking from Claire and Lucario. So we may get one of them in anyway, because voice is sort of required for the hot seat game, because you do need to talk to your fellow players. Next one is in November. Oh yeah, because there's other things in the way, like Euroquision and Quiz Night Live and things like that.
Quiz Night Live, Josh?
Well, it's 5 weeks away now.
Is that it? Just 5 weeks?
5 weeks. It's 5 weeks away now. It's my sentiments exactly, Toppers. Bloody QNL. Hello there, Saturn Leader. Welcome to the chat. How do you play? Just sit tight, and you'll be able to answer in a moment. But get yourself a whisper window ready, open to Quizbot 3000. That is the sort of the bot account I use over here on my streams, and you can answer sort of privately to Quizbot 3000 and get yourself some free doots for giving me some correct answers to some questions. Yeah, still waiting on the situation with Ralph here. I'm going to give it another 30 seconds. If we're still having problems, then we will defer to someone new, which may also mean I need to restart the game and prefer pick players instead.
If you do a restart, I'm happy to sit out as well.
Oh.
Yeah. Are you sure, Sapster?
Yeah, honestly, yeah. I only entered because I thought that they'd be guaranteed in, and then maybe I'd get in. You know what I mean, sort of thing. So yeah.
Well, in that case, then we would have both Claire and Lucario in that scenario. I've just noticed Shadowmane has just joined the game. Hello, Shadowmane.
Well, that's fine. Yeah, no, I'm happy to sit out. Anyway,
7 players.
Oh, now Lucario's going, no, I'm happy to back out of contention. I've played enough recently.
Honestly, I've played enough of the Breakaway lately. Honestly, I'm happy to watch. I really don't mind.
All these people don't want to play my games.
You see,
I don't even like quiz.
They're more than happy to type those
You
four.
don't even like quiz. Oh,
Yeah.
goodness
See,
me.
they're more than happy to type just a little 4 letters in the corner, but as soon as their name lights up, no, stage fright.
No, it's not stage fright. It's just everybody's being very, very courteous here, which is lovely to see. It's a very British trait.
It is, but you can't be courteous when playing Breakaway. You have to be ruthless. Look how it worked out for me.
What's the situation? It looks like we may have to pick somebody else out in a moment here.
Reroll.
So it will be a re-roll. Toppers, Time to swap. Okay, thank you, Colo. Hard luck there, Ralph. But yeah, the show must go on, unfortunately. I hope you don't mind in that scenario. So that does mean we'll be picking somebody new, and I mean, are you still going to go through with what you just said, Samster, or are you going to defer to what Lucario has just said and say that Lucario doesn't want to play?
Nah, I'm out. Honestly, I'm happy to just watch. It's yeah. I'm just chill.
Okay. Well,
Just get me in for the next one. No, I'm joking. Yeah, no, yeah.
You can't pick and choose.
well, you can. You enter the room code, or you don't. That's picking and choosing. Anyway, let me restart the game. At least you get to see the opening sequence again. You get to hear the music again.
Which is a bop.
Go.
Hi.
Does mean that room code for buzzer.dev is going to be wrong. And for the sake of hooking up with the avatars in the game, other players, you will need to join in back on this lobby, this new lobby. Please only join this lobby if you are one of the few people that are going to be playing this game, and will get to be picked. So, oh, we're jilted. Okay. We're jilted. So only join this lobby if you joined the last lobby and it picked you, essentially. Or if you don't want to be picked, then don't join the lobby. If that makes sense. We have 5 names down. Oh, Shadowmane. You're in an awkward situation here, Shadowmane. And also Hawthorne Buddy. Oh god, here we go. Now we're in a very awkward situation.
I'm assuming as you can't force players through.
I can force players through, which is fine. Just didn't want to have to use it. That's all. So required players. I'll just put them down. So Natter is in. We've got Matt, the ref, is in. We've got Andrew, if I can type correctly, 8500 is in. We've got We Like Shapes is in. Those are the only 4 that I've got up here at the moment. So Lucario, Claire, and also to Samster as well. This is your opportunity to get into the game. I'm extending the invite. That's fine, Hawthorne Buddy. Oh, here they go. So, Claire has joined in. Let's force Claire. And also, let's force Lucario or Luca710. Fine. Stamp. I wonder who it's going to pick. Bloody hell, Shadowmane really testing my code out there. Joining at the very last moment. So, can we get a Claire and a Lucario, please, making their way to the live studio? While you do that, let me find the new buzzer room code and put that down in the stream chat. There we go. There it is. So, I think we now have our full complement here. Hello, Claire.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Yeah, good. Good. Thanks for twisting my arm.
Absolutely. Anytime. So, welcome to the game. I'm trying to think, have you played Breakaway before?
I haven't.
Oh, good. It's good to see some fresh blood here on the Breakaway track. Do you have any plans or any sort of strategies going forward into this game?
No, I'm not a very strategic person, and my head's pretty empty, so I don't know. I'm just gonna wing it.
Just wing it. Well, that can sometimes work as well, so good luck to you. And finally, I now get to say finally, Lucario, welcome to the game. How you doing?
Hi, Ash. How's it going? You alright?
Yeah, not too bad at all. How you feeling after you finish on 1 versus 100?
I'm good, but it's I've got to keep that up, and it's gonna be tough, I think, really.
Yeah, it could be a very interesting game, this. Obviously, this is your first time playing Breakaway here. Are you familiar with the game beforehand, though?
I'm not at all, no, so I'm going to have to learn on the fly a bit here.
Okay, well, I've got a couple of newbies here completely, so let's get you up onto that Breakaway track first. He says as the game stutters. There we go. And I've given you some walking avatars, and I also need to give you a room code to go and join buzzer.dev. So go into your browser of choice, go to bzzr.dev, and then enter with the room code. Well, I've put it in the stream chat text channel here in Discord, which is a couple of channels above Live Studio. If you please join that with a name that I can identify you by, and then we should be able to assign you to your players. So let me find the players and start assigning. We have got a Matt. There we go. We've got an Andrew. We have got a Shapes. We have got a Claire. We have got.
It's on the live chat, is it?
In the stream chat. There's 2 channels up from here in Discord.
Oh, stream chat.
I'll put it in
Yes,
there. Lucario is assigned. I'm just going to wait for Nata to join in, and then we'll be good.
Okay, un momento.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
You're there. There we go. Everybody is assigned. So a bit of just tech housekeeping, as I've mentioned every time we play this. I will eventually be moving this over to Hackbox, so a lot of the problems will get resolved by just doing that. But if you are playing on mobile or something like that, which can go to sleep, just be aware that that will potentially disconnect you from buzzer.dev. In that scenario, if for some reason it is not reacting to you, my recommendation is to refresh the page and rejoin with exactly the same name, with exactly the same room code, and it should, in theory, hook you back up to the player in the game. You may not get an immediate state push, so it may still say wait when you do that, but on the next possible interaction, you'll be able to do something. So just bear that in mind. But other than that, should all be fine. You'll only need to use that buzzer to step forward or to buzz in on a live question. So let's get on to talking about this game. So this is Breakaway with 25 steps in total, taking you all the way up to that finishing line. That's where you need to be to earn the doots. Now, the 6 categories here will feature in the first 18 steps of this game. We'll be going through them one by one. We've got the categories of television, sport, music, politics, food and drink, and history. Now, the first category is always a random pick. After that, though, then you'll be able to pick the categories as we go on once you earn some lives. But the first category we're going to start off with is a spot of food and drink. So, our first 3 steps, so potentially 3 questions, maybe more, depending on how well you do, will all be on food and drink. Now, the name of the game is Breakaway. And I'm going to give you an opportunity to do that right now. As it currently stands, you are working as a team of 6. All the questions you get to talk amongst your team, and just one of you has to step forward each time to give you an answer. If you're correct, you move forward on the Breakaway track as a unit. However, Breakaway, you can decide to break away from the pack right now and play your own game instead. You can do this now and also at every 3 steps along the track, all the way up to step number 24. There are all the breakaway points in the game. Now, why would you break away? Well, partly because at the end, when you get to the finishing line, you take a split of whatever is in the pot with whoever gets to cross the line. So over on the breakaway track, there's fewer people there. But also, the value of the questions is quadrupled over on the breakaway track. So, I changed that earlier. I changed that number earlier. It should be
100,000.
Yeah.
25,000.
Should be that. So the grand total you could be earning as a unit, as a community of 6 players, is a split of a pot of 25,000 doots. However, if you decide to break away right now, you could be earning 100,000 doots. Now, in a moment, I'm going to activate your buzzers, and there'll be a 5-second countdown. If you would like to break away at this very early point in the game, hit that buzzer. First one to do so will break away. So, at step 0, does anybody want to break away? No, I think as we saw demonstrated by Clive breaking away on step 0, it's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. So we're going to bet in as a team of 6. It's a bold strategy. It's a very bold strategy, and it probably could work for some people. But we're gonna bed you in because you're all got 0 lives as well. We'll talk about those when we get to that point as well. So, you're going to work as a team of 6. Feel free to talk out the question, but one of you has to step forward in the time allotted. 15 seconds of thinking time on each question, and someone must step forward before that hits 0. And then whoever does step forward, they are the one then answering. If you're correct, you move forward as a unit and collect yourself 1,000 doots in the bank. Right, let's get on with this then. And also to step forward, I should have explained, to step forward, you hit your buzzer on buzzer.dev. Okay, good luck. Here is your first question on food and drink. Question 1. Which celebrity chef opened the 3 Michelin-starred restaurant The Fat Duck in 1995?
It's Heston Blumenthal, isn't it?
I think so.
Okay, yeah, go for that one then.
Shall I do that?
Go for it, Heston.
Shapes.
Cool. Heston Blumenthal.
Is the answer Heston Blumenthal? Nice start for you there. Very well done. 1,000 doots in the bank, and 9 of 14 in the audience also getting that right. I imagine quite a few struggling to get the spelling of Blumenthal. Pretty much the majority of you did go the right way. The only other answer that people gave was Gordon Ramsay, which is a good guess, honestly. Gordon Ramsay, if you don't know.
I was going to say Jamie.
Jamie Oliver?
Jamie. Yeah. I was like, nope.
Does he have any Michelin stars? I don't even know. Anyway, got another question for you.
Ones.
Question 2. Yeah, maybe. Which soft drink's name is said to have derived from its originally containing lithium when it was first created?
I think that's 7-Up. Is it atomic weight, maybe? I think that's right. I'm happy to step forward. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I've done badly wrong.
7-Up.
Is the answer 7-Up? Absolutely. Great answer there.
Nice.
Sorry to step you, Ash. I'm currently on wait from the buzzer there for myself.
You may need to reconnect then. Refresh your page again. Enter with the same name and your room code.
Came up.
It should come up next time round.
No, it came up there.
Okay. Nice. Up to 2,000 dukes. Only 4 of our audience players getting that one right. 26% of you. Hopefully this is your final question in food and drink. If it is, you'll be up to 3,000. If it's not, then we will crash that total down to 0. Question 3. A samovar is commonly used to heat up what liquid?
This is tea.
Is it tea?
Or is it water?
I thought it was boiling water for tea. I'm not sure. I know it's made.
5 seconds.
Water.
Someone's going to step forward. 3.
Okay.
Claire.
I'm going to say water.
Bit of a debate whether you're talking about water or tea here, but you have given me the answer of water. Is the answer water? Yeah, that's the one I've got. That is the one I've got on here. Although the definition that I've just come up with, it says it is a highly decorated tea urn used in Russia. But yeah, it is for presumably the boiling of the water for said tea. Well, nicely done through food and drink. Not a single mistake there. Up to 3,000 doots. Matt, how you feeling?
Apart from stuff in my face, I'd have had absolutely no clue on those questions. I would have been completely useless.
So what you're saying is it's good that you're a part of a community right now.
Absolutely, a very clever community.
That's good.
And I hope to redeem myself when the sport comes up.
When the sports come, of course, there is that category later on. So we do have something else to deal with right now. So, we're moving on to a new category, but before we do that, we need to deal with some lives, because I mentioned that earlier. So, at 4 opportunities in this game, there they are, you'll get the opportunity to earn a personal life. What I will do is I'll read out a question. It's a long form question, sort of like quiz bowl style question, where I drip feed more and more information as we go along. Your job is you're playing against each other right now, and you're trying to buzz in as soon as you know what the answer is. If you buzz in and you are correct, you earn a life. However, buzz in and get it wrong, you're frozen out for the remainder of the question, and I continue on until somebody does buzz in to give me a right answer. That life will be critical when it comes to getting questions wrong in this game, because they'll keep you in the game. So, all 6 of you get ready, fingers on your buzzers. Who, where, or what is this? According to early seasons of The Simpsons, this is the year when Homer met and fell in love with Marge. Ooh, Matt.
1973.
Is the answer 1973? I'm afraid not. Out for the rest of the question. In this year, West Germany both hosted and won the FIFA World Cup. Lucario.
1974.
Is the answer 1974? Swing and a miss, Matt.
You have got to be kidding!
Absolute swing and a miss, 1 year off. I thought that would be an absolute big brained answer on that, but yeah, unfortunately 1 year out. Yes, and Muhammad Ali won the Rumble in the Jungle boxing match. Additionally, would have gone to say in this year, the United Kingdom had 2 general elections, both of which were won by Harold Wilson, and Richard Nixon resigned following the Watergate scandal. In this year, Greece debuted in the Eurovision Song Contest held in Brighton, UK, which was won by ABBA with the song Waterloo, and this year is written in Roman numerals as MCMLXXIV. But you didn't need any of that information. Congratulations, Lucario. You are the first one to get yourself a life. How's that feel?
It feels good. I really piggybacked off that answer there, though.
I mean, that's the risk you take when answering so early on. Lucario, you get the first advantage of a life, and also because you got that question right means you get to pick the next category that we will be facing. So, we're done with food and drink, but you can pick from any of the other categories. Which would you like?
Let's go music, please.
Go for music, okay. Music will be our next 3 steps. And yes, we need to get into this rhythm now. We are at another break point. So if you want to right now, you can break away from the pack and try and go the rest of the distance yourself. If you want to, then 91,000 could be your winning total. However, stay as a team of 6, you're earning a split of 25,000. That's still the current maximum over on the community side. So it's step 3. Does anybody want to break away? Now, still a bit early, maybe. Claire, what are you thinking there?
This looks like a really long way to go on my own. So.
It is a long way to go.
Long, lonely path.
Long and winding road.
So, staying as a team of 6, going into music. Get ready. Here we go. Question 4. Which rapper collaborated with Linkin Park to release the 2004 album Collision Course?
This is Jay-Z.
That's Jay-Z. I know that. Yeah,
Claire, you knew it. Go for it.
Claire.
This is Jay-Z.
Your mic lit up halfway through the question there.
I don't want to interrupt you.
You just heard this.
Is the answer Jay-Z?
It's a
Or
cracking
JZ?
album.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
Nice one, Claire. Well done.
Great answer there. And about half of the audience getting that right as well. Let's move on. Question 5. The folk music genre of fado originated with which European country?
It's Portugal.
Is that Portugal?
Portugal, yeah.
Portugal.
Portugal, yeah.
Portugal?
Oh,
Shapes.
sorry. Yeah. Portugal.
Is the answer Portugal? Another great answer, yes.
Hey, way to go, Shapes. Way to go.
Another 1,000 in the bank for you, up to 5,000. 4 of 10 in the audience getting that right, so nearly half. One more step in music. Can we ace this round? Let's find out. Question 6. The song "Wouldn't It Be Lovely" features in which musical?
Oh boy.
Oh,
Is
wait.
this the Eliza Doolittle one?
Oh, My Fair Lady.
All I want is a room somewhere. Is that one?
Sounds
think so.
plausible.
5 seconds.
Do you
So
want to
step
buzz it?
forward.
Which one is it?
3.
Click it.
Lucario
My Fair Lady.
is the answer. My Fair Lady. Absolutely is.
Oh,
6 for 6.
Great answer that there, Claire.
Teamwork.
I say you
I can remember the name of it.
I say you were struggling with the name of it, but you just gave enough information that someone else could work out the name. So you're working perfectly as a team right now. So, ace that, completely done with music as well. 6,000 doots in the bank. And it's your second opportunity to earn a life. So, get ready on those buzzers once again. Who, where, or what is this? This famous person was born in Buckinghamshire in 1948, starting work as a journalist at age 18. His first book, a children's novel titled The Carpet People, was published in 1971. Claire
Oh.
Terry Pratchett.
is the answer. Terry Pratchett.
Saga.
Awesome knowledge
Nice one.
there, yes. His most popular series was first published in 1983, selling over 80 million copies over 41 books, leading to him being the UK's best-selling author of the 1990s. His novels frequently mention and are set in and around the corrupt fictional capital city of Ankh-Morpork. The final book in his Discworld series, The Shepherd's Crown, was released posthumously following his death in 2015. But you didn't need any of that information, Claire. Very well done. You get a life.
Woohoo!
How do you feel?
Yeah, good. I've never read any. The only Terry Pratchett I've read, I started The Carpet People when I was a kid, and I didn't like it. So that was the only bit of information I
Only
had.
one you know, and it was exactly
Wow.
the information you needed. So kind of lucked out there, but you need a bit of luck in quizzing. You really do. So Claire, get yourself your first life and also a pick of the next category for our next 3 steps. So let's go over there. We're done with music. We're done with food and drink. Where do we want to go next?
Oh God. Let's go politics.
Let's go politics. So you can hear some bells pealing in the distance there. Politics for the next 3 steps. 6 steps down, and it's another breakaway point. So, if you would like to break away right now, you could be earning 82,000 doots. However, you are still working as a great team right now, and if you do go all the way as a team of 6, you're earning a split of 25,000 doots. Does anybody want to break away?
Let's go.
No one going forward there. Andrew, not wanting to break away right now?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay. So possibly thinking about doing it later on, though. Let's continue on then. Here comes question 7 on politics. In the 2000 and 2004 US elections, who was the running mate of George W. Bush?
It was Dick Cheney, wasn't it?
Yes, Cheney, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shapes
Dick Cheney.
is the answer. Dick Cheney.
That's gotta be it.
Gotta be.
That's a
Absolutely.
question I know the answer to.
Well done, Shapes. Oh,
10 of 13 in the audience getting that right as well. Some good knowledge out there. Another 1,000 added to your bank. Hello there, Proves. Hope you're doing well this evening. Just a reminder, you can answer freely in the audience. Just whisper your answers to QuizBot 3000 and you get yourself some free doots for some good answers. Let's continue on. Step 8, question 8. Since 2010, Liz Truss has been the MP for a constituency in which county?
It's Norfolk, isn't it?
I have no idea in politics.
Sounds. Ooh,
No, I'm
don't
pretty sure
know.
it's Norfolk.
5 seconds.
If you've got nothing, if no one's got anything better,
3,
okay for
anyone
that.
gets it forward. 2. Shapes.
Norfolk.
Oh.
Our very recently new PM. Is the answer Norfolk?
Oh, yes!
Well done.
Great knowledge there,
Done.
yes.
Jeez.
And also to our audience there, 8 of 17 of you getting the right answer as well. Very well done to you. Up
In
to
shapes we
8,000 boots.
trust.
Yeah, you say that. You say that until he betrays you later down the line, but we'll see if that happens. One more step, hopefully, in politics. Question 9. Which current British political party leader is the MP for Kingston and Surbiton?
God almighty.
Oh.
Think about
Is that
political...
Ed Davey?
Sorry.
It's not Starmer, is it?
No, he's
5.
No.
Who's
St.
Lib
3
Andrews.
Dem? Who's Lib
seconds.
Dem?
Lucario.
God.
Liberal Democrats.
Who's the leader? Oh.
I have
the
to take
leader.
your-
You wanted the leader.
I have
Sorry,
to take your
it's
first
Liberal.
answer.
Oh.
Is the answer Liberal Democrats?
Liberal.
Yeah, we knew that was coming. It's okay.
Answer we're looking for was Sir Ed Davey. You were right, Shapes. Yes, it was Ed Davey. 4 of 17 in the audience getting that one right. So only a quarter of them in the audience. But unfortunately, that is a wrong answer. First misstep of the game. That does mean your 8,000 dupes at the moment is at risk. However, you can keep it alive if you wish to sacrifice a life. Which means we talk to Lucario and Claire, because you're the only two at the moment that have a life in-game at the moment. You're the only two people that could sacrifice that life to keep the 8,000 dupes in play. If one of you does want to, press the button in a moment when I activate the buzzers, and you will sacrifice your life to keep the total in play. However, if neither of you do so, then the total will crash down to 0. Your 5 seconds to decide starts now.
Whoa!
Just like that, Lucario is indeed just sacrificing that life to keep the total in play. Any reason you wanted to do that there, Lucario?
Yeah, I was the one who got the question wrong, so I
Oh!
should give that life
play.
away. Give that in, really.
Wow, falling on the sword, very literally there. Well, that is very admirable. Down to 0 lives. There are still 2 opportunities to earn lives as we continue down the track. But well, let's hope that that wasn't a bad decision for you in the long run. But you keep the 8,000 in play for your team. And we have another go then at question 9. So here we go. Question 9. What is the first name of the current First Lady of the United States?
That's Dr. Jill Biden.
Jill, isn't it?
Wow.
Andrew.
Joe Biden.
Straight in.
Is the answer Jill? I could have been very harsh and say no, you were wrong because I was asking for just the first name. But anyway, I will accept Jill in that case. And you're up to
Generous Ash.
Yeah, benevolent Ash reigns. Thank you.
It is a clear demonstration of knowledge there, so I allowed it on that one. Up to 9,000 dutes, and we are now out of politics. Possibly a big few moment for a lot of people there. And it's another opportunity to earn you a life. So get ready, fingers on those buzzers once again. As always, who, where, or what is this? This chemical element has the atomic number of 82 and was first discovered in the Middle East over 9,000 years ago. China currently mines the most amount of this element, producing 2.4 natter.
Lithium.
Say that again.
Lithium.
Is the answer lithium? Refrain not, you're out for the rest of the question. Continuing on, 2.4 million tonnes a year as of 2016. Usage of this chemical element picked up mainly during the late 18th century, with its last major usage being phased out in the US. Lucario.
Lead.
Is the answer lead? Yes, it is
Wow.
lead, yes.
Got your life back, mate.
It's phased out in the US and European Union by the year 2000. Will have gone on to say, although used in the name of a certain writing implement, it does not contain any of the element, using graphite instead. And this highly toxic chemical element has the chemical symbol PB from the Latin of plumbum. Lucario, you get your life back.
Yeah.
So didn't last long there, but you're back up to 1 life. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling okay. I think, yeah, all right, but I do regret getting that question wrong, so I'm glad I gave up the life for that, really.
Mm-hmm. Well, back up to 1, and of course you got that right, means you get to pick our next category. We've done 3 now. 3 of the 6 categories are done with. We're left with now television, sport, or history. Which shall it be?
I will hesitantly pick sport, I think.
Woo! Well, you do have a Matt the Ref in your ranks, so you may want to stay as a team then. Or maybe not. Maybe you just want to just leave them in the dust and deal with sport yourself. It is another opportunity to break away right now. As it stands, you're still looking for a maximum of 25,000 over on the community side, a split of course. However, break away right now and go the rest of the way yourself, you could be earning 73,000 doots. I will add, possibly because I haven't mentioned it this evening yet, but on the breakaway track, you will have the option to be able to invite somebody else over to help you as a duo. So it's not solely yourself on the breakaway track, although there is no guarantee that they will join you, because they have the option to decline your invite in that case. So maybe just you, but you may also be able to bring somebody else over to help you on the breakaway track. So at step 9, does anybody want to break away? Oh, hello. Andrew is going to break away. Please join me over the breakaway track. So, step 9 was the trigger point for you then, Andrew.
Yeah.
You think you can go all the way?
I hope so.
You hope so. Well, as I literally just mentioned there, because I thought it'd be prudent information to give out for anyone making some decisions, you do have the option right now to invite somebody else over to help you on the breakaway track. You don't have to. You could do it yourself if you want, but bear in mind, if you do go as a duo and go the rest of the way, you earn a split in that duo of the total prize. So it sort of halves what it is, but you may need the help. I don't know. Do you want to invite somebody over?
Yes.
Okay, who would you like to try and invite over?
Shapes, come over here.
Shapes, is it? Okay. Shapes, it's an invite from Andrew. Would you like to take that invite?
I feel it's too early in the track to come over, especially because I don't have a life, so I'm going to decline. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, that was your one only opportunity to invite someone at this point. If you get to the next break point, though, then you will get another opportunity to invite someone over. So for now, Andrew, you are on your own. Means you have to answer these questions alone. You still have the same rules in effect. It's still 15 seconds to answer the question, and you still have to step forward, so you have to buzz in to step forward to give me an answer. But it is only for yourself right now. So let me just go through the procedure. There it goes. Here we go. This is for you. Question 10. What ice hockey infraction shares its name with a sweet glaze used for decorating cakes? Andrew.
That would be icing.
Is the answer icing? It is. Are you familiar with ice hockey then?
I'm a huge hockey fan.
Oh yeah. What's your favourite team then?
My favorite is the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Ah, very good, very good. Well, giving you some good knowledge there. Add 4,000 to the bank, so you're up to 13,000. Got another 2 steps to get to the next break point though. So let's keep moving on.
Right.
Step 11. Question 11. Which Italian motorcycle racer won 9 MotoGP World Championships between 1997 and 2009?
Oh boy. Oh, I don't know about motorcycle racing.
10 seconds.
Wait, who's laughing?
5 seconds. Gonna set forward if you want to give an answer.
Oh no.
He didn't step forward means that is an automatic wrong answer, I'm afraid. The answer we're looking for, I mean, I'll go over to our motor racing person, Matt the ref. Would you know the answer here?
I think it's Valentino Rossi.
You would be right in saying it is Valentino Rossi, yes. So I'm afraid, Andrew, you have decided to break away, and the problem is that over on the breakaway track, punishment for a wrong answer is a little more brutal than crashing your total to 0. Unfortunately, it means you're eliminated from the game. I hope you had a lovely time, though.
I had a great time.
Well, unfortunately for you, it did not work out, but thank you very much for playing, Andrew, and we'll see you later.
All right.
Oh, shit. That didn't work out. I just sacrificed Lucario's life, apparently.
Oh no.
Don't worry, I can fix it. There you go, Lucario, you have your life back.
Thank you. Oh my God.
What it does mean, though, is we are having to play a new question out because the game is stupid. So we're going to see a new question. Unfortunately, Andrew, we're going to have to get it wrong. So we're just going to sort of play this out. Question 11. Due to the ocean's we'll just throw it basically for this for audience game. Which event at the Paris 2024 Olympics will be taking place in Tahiti instead of mainland France? I mean, you can step forward if you want, but I'm going to mark it wrong either way. No. Okay. Anybody over on the community side happen to know this one?
I think it's sailing.
It's an S word, but it's not sailing.
Surfing.
It's surfing.
It is surfing, yes.
Ah.
Surfing, the right answer. And pretty much everybody that didn't answer surfing went with sailing. So, yeah, it was a sort of mix there. So, Andrew, if I do the right thing this time, means I am going to be sacrificing you. We're going to be saying goodbye. Thank you very much for playing. I hope you enjoy your time.
Yeah.
There we go.
GG, Andrew. Well played.
So, note to self, I have to make sure to sacrifice the right player next time I do that. So, there are now 5 players left in the game. Lucario, Claire, Shapes, Matt, and Natter. You get to inherit the progress that Andrew has made. So, let's get you 1 step forward!
Yay!
Holy stepping forward.
That slow step forward over 3 seconds. Yes, that's what we do in this game. So, you inherit all of that progress, and you also inherit the bank. So, it does mean your maximum has just gone up ever so slightly as a community team. Do have 13,000. 13,000? Yes, 13,000 in the bank right now. We're back to 1,000 per question over on this side, but you are working as a team. So let's see how far you can get through. Question 11 for you. Is this. Inducted in 2018, who is the first and so far only woman in the UFC Hall of Fame?
She's is it Ronda Rousey?
Ronda Rousey,
She's the most likely to be.
Matt.
Ronda Rousey.
Is the answer Ronda Rousey? Yes, good answer that. Good answer.
I'm not taking the credit. Credit's the team.
9 of 11 in the audience getting that right. Very well done. Another 1,000 added to your bank, up to 14,000 now. And hopefully one final question in sport. Question 12. Typically, which Grand Slam tennis tournament takes place in January?
That's
The
the
Australian. It's the Australian Open. It's got to be.
Matt.
Australian Open.
Is the answer the Australian Open? Yeah, because it's summer in it.
Yeah.
It takes place in Melbourne.
Yeah, it's going to be summer down there in the Southern Hemisphere around that time. So, yeah, it makes perfect sense to do the Aussie Open around that. So, another 1,000 added to your bank. Very well done. Means your total is currently at 15,000 doots in the bank. And if I press this button... Oh, look, it's another opportunity to earn a life. This is your last time to earn a life in this game, after which you have to go the rest of the way without any extra helps. So, 5 players now for contention here. Get ready on those buzzers. Who, where, or what is this? As of its 2021 estimates, this is the 107th most populated country in the world with 6.31 million inhabitants. No one go for this one? And you do surprise me. This country first declared independence from Spain in 1821, but it was not internationally recognised as an independent nation until 1841. It fought in the Football War, also named the 100 Hours War, with one of its neighbour, the Cario.
Honduras.
Just say that again.
Honduras.
Is the answer Honduras? No, out for the rest of the question. Continue on with one of its neighbours over winning a FIFA World Cup qualifying match. The US dollar replaced the colon as its currency's official currency in 2001. In September of 2021, this was the first country to adopt Bitcoin. Shapes?
Is it El Salvador?
Is it El Salvador? Yes, El Salvador is the correct answer there. Only 3 players in our audience getting that right. Inca, Flyboy, and Josh Dodd Radio. Very well done to you 3. Yeah, they were the first to actually adopt Bitcoin as a legal tender of their country. Then there was, the last thing we were going to say was this country's name is Spanish for the saviour. That probably would have given it away. But either way, well done to Shapes getting in there, and you get yourself a life. How are you feeling now, Shapes?
Feeling a bit better after that. Actually, I'm normally not really very good on the life questions.
Mm-hmm.
I never sort of get them even when I'm sort of playing in the lobby.
Well, going the right way there, and I think as Ramsey's saying, bad luck to Lucario for going for the other team involved in the football wars there. But Shapes ending up going the right way, getting a life, and you get to pick our next category. This is sort of the last pick of the entire game, because after that we are left with whatever's left over. So television or history, where are we going next?
Let's go for history.
Going for history. Okay. History for our next 3 steps. We are pretty much at the halfway point of this game, step 12 of 25. We're about to venture into history, but it is another opportunity to break away. So let's have a look at the totals, because very interestingly, our max over on the community side is now larger. It is now 28,000 dupes, thanks to the generosity of Andrew earlier, bumping an extra 4,000 in the bank. So if you go the rest of the way as a team of 5, you're earning a split of 28,000 dupes. However, if you'd like to break away right now and go the rest of the way yourself, which is approximately half the way, 67,000 is what you could be earning. Does anybody want to break away? No one is breaking away. Matt, didn't want to break away?
No, I've got a strategy in mind.
Ooh, care to divulge, or is this just going to be no?
Well, I'll put it this way. I know it may make sense. My strategy is not more foolproof than Ferrari's at the moment.
I mean, they just I don't know what their strategy is these days. Their strategy is breaking down, trying to get their stuff in transit from place to place. Apparently,
well, basically do anything except win the race.
Yeah, essentially, yes. Anyway, we're done with sport. We're getting out of there. We're moving on into history now. Good luck. Let's continue on. Question 13. During the Wars of the Roses, which of the sides was represented by a white rose?
Oh.
York.
Lancaster. Lancaster?
I think Lancaster's red rose, York is white rose.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yorkshire.
Yeah, Yorkshire.
Lucario.
York or Yorkshire.
Is the answer York or Yorkshire? Yes, both of those were accepted alternate correct answers. The official answer I have here is House of York, but I will take York or Yorkshire in that case. And as people in chat are already exclaiming, for Yorkshire! Yeah, absolutely. Another 1,000 added to the bank. Very well done. Let's continue on. Question 14. In which century did Johannes Gutenberg invent the printing press?
Oh.
Was that 17th?
So wasn't he responsible for the Gutenberg Bible?
I'd say 15th if I was pushed, but I've got no.
5 seconds.
Yeah, try it.
3, 2. Lucario.
It'd be 15th century.
A bit of umming and ahhing. I think Claire said 17th century?
I think it might be 13th for myself.
13th from Natter. Interesting smatter of answers. We have gone in with 15th century. Is the answer 15th century?
Oh, well done.
Nice one.
Fantastic.
Yes, circa 1440 was the year. That is in the 15th century. Very well done with that answer. And it
I was going
just...
to say 1400s. Sorry, I was going to say 14th century because I was thinking 1400s, so it's a good thing I
do that.
didn't speak up on that one.
Yeah, a couple of people in the audience did say 15th on its own. Apparently that wasn't a alternate answer on the list for some reason. Don't know why. We may have just missed it off. Apologies for missing that off there. But if you did, then we'll give you some consolation dukes after the fact. But another 1,000 added to the bank. Good answer there, going with Lucario's gut response. One more step to get through here on history. Question 15. How many theses did Martin Luther nail to a church door in Wittenberg in 1517, starting the Protestant Reformation?
Is it 94?
It's 95 theses.
95. Okay. Oh,
Lucario.
95 theses.
Is the answer 95?
excellent.
Great
Wow.
You don't need anybody else here, Lucario. You took all those steps in history.
Wow.
One of them was a guess, probably a guess, but it worked out.
Well, it worked out. And completely acing that history category. Very well done indeed. Brings your total up to, what was it? 18,000 now in your bank at the end of that. Means we've just got one category left, and it's going to be television.
Yay!
So your next 3 steps will be on television. We are dealt with now. We have done with the live questions. It's now just break points from this point onwards. And it is another opportunity to break away right now. As it still stands, so your maximum of 28,000 currently as a community team. However, if you want to break away right now, you could be earning 58,000 dudes instead. 3 of you got lives. Does anybody want to break away? Natter, rapid on the buzzer there. Join me on the breakaway track. So, Natter, were you just trying to get in there as soon as you could?
Yeah, why not? See what happens.
See what happens. How are you on television? Because we'll be looking at those next.
I think I possibly could do pretty well with the television question, so.
Okay, well, you have decided to go to the breakaway track, and as I've mentioned earlier, you can invite somebody over, so would you like to do so?
Sure, I'll take over Luca.
Take over Luca? That's not quite how it works. You can invite
take
Luca.
over.
Yeah, get the words in the right order. Lucario, we have got an invite for you over onto the breakaway track. Would you like to accept that invite?
I will respectfully decline it, I think.
Okay.
Thank you anyway.
You think it's a little early for you then, Lucario?
Yeah, and I think we've been working well as a team so far. So, and there's a few questions I would have not had a chance at, so I'll stick with the team for now.
Okay, sticking with the team of 4 means, Natty, you are on your own for the next 3 questions, and as you have no lives, means you have to get these all perfectly correct, otherwise you will be eliminated. You ready?
See, let's go for it.
Okay, good luck. As we go into television, let's go through the procedure. There we are. Question 16. Which author's short stories formed the basis of the series Tales of the Unexpected?
Oh, God.
Five seconds. Remember, you need to step forward. There we go. Natter.
I know I'm not going to get this right, and I know I'm going to get it out, so Ian Fleming.
Just say that again?
Ian Fleming.
Ian Fleming, okay. Is the answer Ian Fleming?
do it.
Hard luck there it is not, I'm afraid. Anybody over on the community side know this?
It's rolled
Roll
down.
down, isn't it?
Ah,
Roald Dahl was the correct answer we're looking for there. 9 of 16, the audience also finding that answer. So, Nata, it's a short-lived journey over on the breakaway track, but you just ran into a question you weren't particularly familiar with, and that happens sometimes, unfortunately.
yeah, true.
I hope you enjoyed your time, though.
Yeah, the game's the best input that I could, so go ahead.
So, it does mean, Nata, we've got to say goodbye.
Of course.
Bye!
GG, Nasa. Well played, mate.
Thank you.
So, then there were 4. Lucario, Claire, Shapes, and Matt. It's just you now. I would say let's inherit some progress, but unfortunately there was no progress to be made, although I don't know if there actually will be a procedure to do it. We may end up doing so, but I'm going to hold off pressing the button right now because we may go firing into the next question. So, 4 players left, 3 of you with lives still intact. Very interesting. Let's go on into television now as a team of 4. Oh, yeah, you do inherit some progress. We get the stupid sting and nobody moves a muscle. Yes, we inherit the progress. Right, now we can continue on with the game. And this is your question 16. The TV channel, previously called UK TV G2, changed its name to what's common male name in 2007?
It's Dave.
Dave.
Isn't it?
What Dave is, yeah.
Shapes.
Dave.
Is the answer Dave? Yeah,
I'm
it
from
is Dave.
Suffolk. Don't be like that.
Haven't they changed the channel logo recently for the passing of Queen Elizabeth? I'm trying to remember. I think someone said they changed it from Dave to like UK TV something or other, just temporarily
seen that.
speaking. But anyway, I'm just going off what
Everybody
people
else
said on
has changed
Twitter.
their logos pretty much, but
Yeah. Anyway, you got that right. There's another 1,000 added to your bank, get up to 19,000, I think, in your bank right now. We continue on into TV. Question 17. The series Cobra Kai is based on which 1980s film series?
Oh,
So,
it's Karate Kid, isn't
Karate
it?
Kid, yeah.
Matt,
cool.
Karate Kid.
here's the answer. Karate Kid. Yeah, it absolutely is. And everybody in the audience getting that right as well as an absolute social. All 15 getting that right. Yeah, I've yet to see the Cobra Kai extra bit, but I've certainly seen the films. So, anyway. You think they stop? Yeah, they'll replace the adverts very much, but not sure about anything else. Anyway, another 1,000 added to your bank. One more step, hopefully in television. Let's see if you can finish it here on question 18. The BBC documentary series Panorama debuted in which decade?
Ooh, 60s?
Yeah, 60s or 70s, yeah. Probably
50s or
60s.
60s, yeah.
I'd say
I think
50s or 60s, but I don't know.
I think 60s.
5 seconds.
I'm not sure.
Matt.
1960s.
Is the answer 1960s?
This is a guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
1 decade out, and I apologise to a few people. There was some, again, not all of the variation answers were in there for some reason. 1950s
Oh, wow.
was the
gosh.
decade.
I thought it was too early.
Specifically, 1953 was the first year for Panorama.
Oh.
There were a few that did answer correctly. It just didn't get accepted because we had the 1950s and the 1950s with an apostrophe as the other variation answers for some reason. I don't know why, because I'm pretty certain I saw the sheet and it had loads of variation answers on it. Maybe I just haven't updated the formula properly on the export sheet. That's for future me to look into. But Kart Quiz and Colo and Curse Toucan, Brandy Halo, and various others as well did get that answer right. So I apologise, and I will again pay out after the fact for those correct answers. Unfortunately, it's a swing and a miss for you as a community. So your dukes in the bank are at risk. We turn to Lucario, Claire, and Shapes, because you're the three that have lives in this game. In a moment, I'm going to activate your buzzers. If you would like to sacrifice your life to keep the total in play, then hit that buzzer. If nobody sacrifices, then that total will crash down to 0. Your 5 seconds to decide starts now. And it's Claire is going to be sacrificing that total. Claire, why do you do it?
Because I want to keep our total.
It is a fair amount that you have built up to this point. It is 20,000 in the bank right now, so it would be a shame to see that crashing all the way down. Does mean you are left without a life now. How does that feel?
That's fine. That's all good.
All right. Well, we are still in play with 20,000 in the bank. Hopefully you can get out television on this question. Question 18. The TV channel S4C primarily broadcasts in...
It's Welsh, I'm certain.
Can you please at least wait for me to finish reading the question? I know this isn't the chase, but I do at least... could you just at least let me read the question out before I press Time Starts Now? Matt.
Welsh.
Is the answer Welsh?
Cymru and Beth. Cymru and Beth.
And also,
yes.
You can also not give the answer away to all Twitch chats as well, even though 4 of them actually got it wrong for some reason. But if they went with the fancy answer of Cymru, then they probably would have got it wrong because that wasn't a valid answer. Anyway, we did add another 1,000 to your total there. You're up to 21,000. Congratulations. And, we're done with all of the categories, meaning it is the final run-in. Our final 7 steps will all be on general knowledge, and all the questions will also be longer. Well, the questions themselves won't be longer, but you'll have more time to think about them. You'll have 30 seconds for each question. But we're at a break point. Just 7 steps away. They're all in gold right in front of you. 7 steps away from that finish line. So, if you continue on as a team of 4 and go the rest of the way, you're earning a split of 28,000 dukes, which divides quite nicely now with those 4 of you. Currently, that sits at 7,000 each. However, if you would like to break away right now and go the rest of the way, get those final 7 steps done yourself, 49,000 dukes is what you could be earning. 2 of you now have lives, Lucario and Shapes. Claire and Matt, unfortunately, you do not. Maybe that will make sort of inform a decision or something. I don't know. I don't know what your strategy is at the moment. But at step 18, does anybody want to break away? No. Staying as a team of 4. Claire?
Yes?
You didn't want to break away?
No. I got rid of my life.
Are you surprised that nobody else broke away?
I feel they might later. But we're doing well as a team, so
there's not much left in the game, and the value of breaking away gets lower and lower the longer you go.
I told you I don't have a strategy. I just want to have a nice time, Ash.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, we can certainly do that, and we have proven in the previous games that we can go all the way to the end as a team of 6. It's kind of crazy that it can happen, but we made it happen. But you are as a team of 4 right now. Going into general knowledge, as I say, 30 seconds on the clock. So use that time and let me read the question.
Okay.
Question 19 is this. In which country is the Jutland Peninsula?
Oh,
yeah.
Is it Denmark?
So yeah, I'm thinking
I think it's Denmark.
Yeah.
Jutland.
Up towards it.
Oh, shall I take this one?
Is it coming up off? Yeah. So Denmark's like plonked on top of Germany.
Yeah.
Is it
10
like
seconds.
poking up north? Is it? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go for it.
Okay.
Shapes.
Denmark.
Kind of came to that conclusion very early on, but then just wanted to make sure. Is the answer Denmark? Yes, it is absolutely Denmark, yes. 15 to 21 in the audience getting that right as well. 71% of you getting some extra doots. Another 1,000 for you in the bank. Let's continue on into general knowledge. Question 20. Who plays Eggsy, the central character in the Kingsman series of films?
That Taron Egerton.
Oh, that's him.
Is that his name? Yeah.
Taron Egerton, yeah.
I'm happy to go for that if. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay with that.
Lucario
Taron Egerton.
is the answer. Taron Egerton.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Great answer there. Up to 23,000 now in your bank. 7 to 12 in the audience getting that one right. So just over half. Let's keep going. You're one away from another breakaway point. Let's go to question 21. In Peter Pan, what is the name of Captain Hook's first mate?
It's Smee, isn't it?
Smee, yeah.
Yeah, sure, that one.
Go for it.
Matt.
Smee!
Is the answer Shmee? Yes, Mr. Smee, Mr. Smee, any of those variations will be accepted. 8 of 9 in the audience getting that one right. And, well, you are doing phenomenally well here. Up to 24,000 now in the bank. It's your penultimate opportunity to break away. And as you can see, there's only 4 steps in front of you, so it's not far away from the end. Maybe you want to break away right now. If you do, 40,000 dukes is what you could be earning on your own, may I add. Whereas if you stay as a team of 4, you're earning a split of 28,000, which is, of course, 7,000 apiece. So, at step 21 of 25, does anybody want to break away?
Oh,
Shapes does want to break away. Join me on the breakaway track. So, 4 steps away, that was the trigger point for you then?
I was thinking if I don't at some point, I'm just going to chicken out every time there's an opportunity.
Well, here you are on the breakaway track, just 4 away from finishing this whole game. And again, you can invite somebody over. You did reject or politely reject an invite earlier, but now it's your opportunity to invite someone else. Would you like to?
I think if we have 2 lives between us, Lucario and myself would have a good chance. So I'd like to invite Lucario.
Okay, Lucario, would you like to accept the invite?
Thanks for the invite, and I really don't blame you going for it at this point, but I'll stick with the team, I think.
Stick with the team.
Fair
Wow. Okay. Shapes means you are on your own on the breakaway track. You do have 1 life to your name, so you can get 1 question wrong and keep yourself in the game. However, if you get a second one wrong, means you are out of the game. You ready to play on, Shapes?
Yep, let's go.
Okay.
Go on,
Good luck.
Shapes.
There it is, the quad shapes, as we all love to see. So for you, Shapes, here we go. Question 22. Since 1927, which hymn is commonly sung before the start of the FA Cup final?
Oh. Oh, it could be that.
You can freely talk aloud. You're the only person answering here.
I was thinking, my first thought was Abide With Me, but then I'm thinking Jerusalem would
10 seconds.
be fitting. But I don't know for either of these.
5 seconds. We go a step forward. Shapes.
Abide With Me.
So you're saying that. You're also saying Jerusalem, weren't you?
I was weighing that up as well. That was the other one that came to mind.
Okay. Well, you went with Abide With Me. Is the answer Abide With Me? You went the right way. You went the right way.
Beautiful.
And looks like about half of our audience went the right way as well. 10 of 20 got it right. And we got a resub from Milk Like.
Hey!
Oh, that's a very good verbal pun there, Milk. Yeah, 2 things you'll find at a Catholic funeral: hymns and hearse. Thank you for the 28-month resub there, Milk. Greatly appreciated. Hope you're doing well this evening. So, another 4,000 added to the bank for you, Shapes. Very well done. Let's keep this going. Question 23. Which actress founded the lifestyle brand Goop in 2008? Oh, very fast push.
It's Gwyneth Paltrow.
Is the answer Gwyneth Paltrow? Of course it is. And absolutely everyone in the audience answering the same way, getting a social on the cards there, brings your total, Shapes, up to 32,000 dudes. And you're 2 steps away from finishing this game. How are you feeling?
Still looks like miles. I know it's 2 steps, but it looks like a long way from here.
There's a long way behind you as well. There's a long way to go if you do end up getting eliminated. Let's hope it doesn't happen for you. Here we go. Question 24. Bloodroot flowers have what coloured petals?
It's got to be, hasn't it? I mean, either it's what it looks like
15.
or it's something really counterintuitive. And if it is counterintuitive, I've no idea what it
10
would be.
seconds.
So...
Shapes.
Red.
Is the answer red? I'm afraid we have tricked you a bit there. Lucario, Claire, Matt, anybody know?
No.
No.
Not for certain, no.
White was the answer we're looking for there. Yeah, although it's a blood root, so you may suggest it could be red-rooted, essentially. Doesn't necessarily describe the colour of the petals. In this case, yeah, the petals are white. Shapes, it is a mistake. However, you do have that life still, so it does mean if I click the right person, then Shapes, you're still in the game. However, you now have no lives. So another wrong answer, and it's game over. How are you feeling now?
A little bit tense, but no, it was the sort of last time I played, it got something like this as well. So it's not a new situation, but it's still a tense one.
It's still a tense one. You're still that very long 2 steps away from finishing the game as well. Let's see if we can get another step forward here on this one. Question 24. Which British political figure was named Britain's greatest Briton in a 2002 BBC poll?
Okay, well, if it's a poll, so it's not going to be anyone particularly out of the ordinary. And there's one, there's a figure I can think of. I can't think how anyone else would.
Okay, Shapes.
Winston Churchill.
You confident with that answer?
More confident than the last one.
Is the answer Winston Churchill? Absolutely the right answer to go with there. 21 of 26 of the audience getting that right as well. 80% of you in total. And Shapes, you are currently sitting on 36,000 doots, and you're 1 step away from finishing the game. How are you feeling right now?
Even more nervous, despite having got the last one right.
Well, this being another breakpoint means you do have one final opportunity now to bring someone over. Would you like to try and invite someone over?
Oh God, I genuinely don't know. Okay, I'm going to possibly be. This might be hubristic. I'm going to try and sort of do it, and if I don't, then fair dues and the team can sort of pick up the last step for me.
So you're going to go alone?
Yes.
Okay, well.
Good luck, Shapes.
Go for it.
Best of luck for you then, Shapes. You are on your own on the final question for you then. Get it right, and then you earn yourself 40,000 dues. If you are wrong, however, you will be eliminated.
Yeah.
Good luck. Here is question 25. The main Christian church of Egypt and the Middle East is known by what name?
Oh, right. It's the adjective church, right? Of something, isn't it? Is it
15.
it's one of those things. The word I've seen, and I think I've never actually
10
bothered to look
seconds.
at what the name means. So I'm going to have to go on the punt that this is what
5.
that is.
Shapes.
Is it the Coptic church?
Where have you heard that word then?
I've read it somewhere, but where I've read it, how long ago I've read it, I don't know, and I'm not certain at all. So I think wherever I've seen this, I've not actually followed up looking it up. I've just seen it written somewhere, and now I'm punting on that. The thing I read about is the thing the question's asking about.
Just one of those little nuggets that's snuck in there. You never really knew exactly what it is.
Exactly.
Well, for all the marbles, is the answer Coptic? Yes!
Shapes. That's it.
Coptic Orthodox or the
done.
Coptic Church or just Coptic, any of those would have been accepted. Very well
Shapes.
done, Shapes. And you cross the finishing line and you get yourself 40,000 dues. How do you feel now?
Oh, that feels pretty wonderful now.
Oh,
The tension and the
absolutely.
release.
Absolutely amazing knowledge there, Shapes. Well done to you. We're going to turn to our players behind there. Lucario, Claire, Matt. I mean, what can he do there?
Nothing like he did.
The irritating thing is, I was about a fraction of a second slower than Shapes to the buzzer to get onto the breakaway.
Well, the critical thing is, would you have gotten the answers the same as Shapes did?
No. So, yeah, swings and roundabouts.
Swings and roundabouts on that one then, yeah. Lucario, how do you feel?
I loved it. And Shapes did amazingly well at the end there.
Mm-hmm.
Really, really good game.
Great. And Claire?
Oh, yeah, fantastic. Really well done backing yourself. Can I also say, I've really enjoyed throughout this whole session is Shapes is like coming out of his own pocket on his jumper. I've got a little screenshot from earlier. It's beautiful.
Yeah, see the little avatar placements I have upon these
That's
bodies.
brilliant.
Yeah. In future, I would want some more control over the avatars. Possibly if I can import them from like VR chat or something, but I don't know if I can actually do that.
I'm just glad that my avatar can take these bloody heels off. They're so sore.
Well, I'll be the first to buy a Shapes hoodie if you ever get merch made.
Oh, there's an idea.
There is an idea. Let me see if I can sort that out on.
Quiz night merch. Quiz night merch.
No, just Shapes merch. Just we like Shapes fans.
Yeah, for the Guan Shapes fans, absolutely.
I'll set up a red bubble.
Oh, red bubble, goodness me. Well, to Matt, Claire, Lucario, and also to our winner, Shapes, thank you very much for playing. I hope you all had a load of fun.
Indeed, thank you.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure and a privilege being in here, Ash. Thank you very much for having us.
Lovely. Thank you very much for playing, and have a good rest of your weekend, and I'll see you later. Take care.
Bye.
Hey.
There we go. And also, thank you, Nata. We'll see you later. Right. Well, that there is how Breakaway goes, folks. You can never really predict how the game's going to go. I certainly wasn't predicting some of those declines in the game, honestly. But it's how it goes. It is absolutely how it goes, and we have a winner in Shapes this time round. Who will win next time? You just have to wait and find out when we go back into the Breakaway Arena in November sometime. And thank you once again to Alex for writing those questions. There's some great questions in there, and yeah, hope you enjoyed that. And Alex, you've got about 30 odd questions to write up now to fix the pack up, which I hope you're okay with. Well, it's not the end of the stream, and it's not marbles time yet either. We do have another game to play. So let's get that game underway, shall we? Let me press that button and press this button here. And let's get straight into Wipeout! Yes! Let's play Wipeout! It's a JTAV situation. This is a massive multiplayer audience game. Welcome to you all. We will be playing through 3 boards tonight and see how much you can earn in this game. Hello there, thing that's flown in. If you've never played Wipeout before, it's a very simple game. And it goes like this. There are going to be boards with 16 answers on them. 11 of those answers will be correct. Those are the ones you're trying to hit. 5 of them, though, are wrong answers. Those are known as wipeouts. And they're called that because they will wipe your score out all the way to 0. Regardless of where we are in the game, it will wipe that score all the way back down to 0. So just be careful when we get later on in the game, because points carry over from round to round, and does mean you could do a really awesome round 1 and an awesome round 2. But if you fail and you hit a wipeout on round 3, you're going to be ending on a 0. It is a cruel game, but it is a topsy-turvy game. It is very, very fun, and I hope you're going to enjoy this. We've got 3 wonderful boards tonight. Let me go to my look-up screen here. In alphabetical order, so not particularly in the order they're going to be coming up in, but it's in alphabetical order. We've got a pack from, Alex, once again. We've got a pack from Alex. Then we've got Pop Ramen Comedy, also known as Pop Ramen Joe, and we've got the pack from Ramsey Fox as well. Those are the 3 authors for the boards this evening. And if you have authored a board recently, you may have noticed that the boards have changed colour on the website. They may have gone a shade of yellow. In that case, if it has gone yellow, it means that I have earmarked it for a future episode of Wipeout. It might not appear, immediately, but it is earmarked for a future episode. Just so that you're aware that I've had a look through things, and I've preemptively assigned things to future episodes, basically to give myself an easier time later down the lines. So yeah, if you saw the yellow, then that's a new thing on the website. Is I'm using the in review phase for the Wipeout games to say, yeah, your game's coming up soon, hopefully. We may talk to you in future or whatever. But anyway, JTAV, if you want to play this game, I should probably have lobby open throughout the entire game of this, but at the moment I've not implemented that because Q&L has been my main focus for the past, for however long it's been now. It's been a long time, and it's still going to keep going on. It's 5 weeks away, and I'm still going to be working on it over those 5 weeks. But I won't bore you with those details. We've got 32 players in this game. I'll give you a few more seconds to get into the lobby if you would like to. JTAV, as I say, is the room code to enter in, JTAV. When you're answering, you can answer either in public chat or whisper to Quizbot 3000. Either will work. And you are answering with the number associated to the answer. You'll see when we get to the board, they each have a number 1 through 16. You just give me the number that you believe is correct. And you can give me more than one answer, because the more you give me in one question, the more dutes you get in an exponential manner. So there's, you know, the reward of getting many, many, many more points and dutes for giving me more answers, but then there's the risk that any one of those could hit to wipeout, which means your entire score wipes to 0, regardless of whatever happens with any of your other answers. Okay, let's get this game underway. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and...
let's play Wipeout.
There we go. Stuttered a little bit then. But we are in the game right now. So let's get on with board number 1. Citius Altius Fortius. Why is the fort in all capitals there? This one comes courtesy of Alex, aka Oni, and the question reads as this. Which 11 of these are descriptions of games that have been played on Fort Boyard? So, the 11 correct answers that you will see on the board are indeed games that have been played at any point between the French episode in 1990 and the most recent French episode in 2022, either played for keys or clues. So any part of the episode would be counted in this case. All game names given for the correct answers and general research are taken from fortboyard.fr, so one of the official websites. The other 5 will be either made up or might be associated to a different show that isn't Fort Boyard. Those are ones to avoid. You do not want to hit those, otherwise you wipe out. So 11 of these are descriptions of games that have appeared on Fort Boyard. 5 of them are not. Here come your answers.
Answers are...
and your 45 seconds starts now. $30 seconds. 20 seconds. Remember, you've got to give me at least one answer, otherwise you will wipe out. You're all on 0 at the moment, but you will wipe out if you give me a wrong answer or give me nothing. 10 seconds. 5. Milk. Out of time. All the answers on the board have been given by at least one of you in each case. Means that we are finishing on this round of bidding. Your bit of answer 4 there, and only unfortunately came out of time. And Milk, we did not get any answers from you, which does mean we're going to give you a token wipeout to sort you down into last place. Now, let's have a look to see what we've got bid-wise. Brig. Oh, Brig is going big here on 11, going for the full whack here. Can Brig go all the way? Let's find out. Our next biggest, I think, is Matt on 8. Then we've got a Shapes with 7 and a Shadowmane also on 7. So, let's start revealing some answers, shall we? Let's go to our first answer. A bungee jump from the fort's outside deck. 21 players have gone for this. And it's a good start. Yes, absolutely. Let me find my answer there. Yeah, that one is named Saut de Longe, played since 1996. It's a bit of a classic, that is. Next one. Fill a tube with buckets of water whilst on a treadmill. Yeah, it's a classic, this one. Yeah, absolutely. Named Tapis Roulant and now Caserne, played since 1995. Under one of the classics. We'll continue. Balance across a row of spinning cylinders. Yes, this is named Cylindre, quite uninventively, I suppose. Again, quite a classic one, played from 1993 all the way up to 2017 is Cylindre. So great answer there if you gave me that. Brig is still on track for a full sweep. That felt a bit crystal mazy, you said, Pruse. Well, yeah, a lot of these could be sort of gone the other way, but yeah, they are definitely in Fort Boyard if they are, and others are definitely not in Fort Boyard. Let's continue on to mud wrestling. Yes, named Lutte, played throughout the entire series since 1990, but took 2020 and 2021 out as a prevention against COVID-19. But yes, Go Mud Wrestling was indeed, or is now back again, I believe, is there. Continuing with Pick Up Spiders and Scorpions. Picking Up Spiders and Scorpions. Yes, named Araignée. I'm terrible with French. Araignée, then Demoiselle de Faux, spiritually revived as both Maison de Poupée and Train Fantôme, played in one way or another from 1991 to the present day. Lots of different names under that one, but yeah, that premise has been in quite a few games in Fort Boyard. Briggs still on for the full sweep here. Let's keep going. Pilot a Leonardo da Vinci flying machine. It's an interesting description, that, isn't it? Pilot a Leonardo da Vinci flying machine. Yes, indeed. Named Homme Vallon, played 1992 to 1994, so a right classic that. Not played any more recently, but all the way back in 92 to 94, indeed it was. How are we doing on the board? Calibrated Vision is all done and dusted with that one. Matt is still looking for 2. Sanamain is also still looking for 2, as well as Shapes. Briggs still looking for 5, and luckily there are still 5 up there. There are right. However, there's also 5 that are not, and you want to avoid them. We continue on to Win a Fencing Duel. Another correct answer, yes. This one is named... Pirate, or you dueled against a pirate named Jabba, so it's Pirate. Only played in 1995, though, but was brought back for a 2022 special. Very well done for giving me that answer. A few people banking out there with their answer. Matt's still looking for 1, Briggs still looking for 4. We continue on to playing basketball in a wind tunnel. Sounds like a great thing, that, doesn't it? Play basketball in a wind tunnel. Yes, named Basket, played 2015 to 2017 is correct. Matt banking out on the 18,000 there. Ralph is banking out 7.5. Brig is still on track. 3 more to go. Come on, Brig, you can do this. There are 5 wrong answers to avoid, though. We haven't hit any of them yet. Will it be this? Brig says not on this one. Hit drums in a memory test. Brig has decided not to go with this. Charlemagne has, though. Hit drums... in a memory test. I'm afraid not. This one comes courtesy of Mario Party, of all sources. Yeah, this is sort of a derivation from Mario Party, I'm afraid. But is not a Fort Boyard description game, I'm afraid. So there is going to be a wipeout for Charlemagne, Pop Ramen, Cyclespace, Ramsey, Flyboy, Josh Dodd, Claire, and Mrs. Verstappen. There has been a musical memory thing, but not what was described. Okay, we're continuing on to forging a key out of liquid metal. Again, Briggs says no. Nata, Top of Puzzle Down, Diamond Ninja, Curse 2 can say yes, though. Forging a key out of liquid metal. Sounds like Desert Forges to me. Yeah, indeed. This was actually the end part of the Desert Forges, also by the makers of Fort Boyard. It's not a Fort Boyard game, no. Desert Forges, again, made by the same people, but a different game, I'm afraid. Different game show, should I say, entirely. There has been a forging thing, but not that. Ah, interesting, Brig. Very interesting. Well, all I've got here is it's describing about the Desert Forges game, which is what I was certainly thinking about on that one. Not a key, but a clue word letter. Ooh, I see. I see the tenuousness of that. But I guess it doesn't meet the description exactly, so it is a fair cop. 3 right and 3 wrong left on the board. We're continuing on. Brig is saying this is throw yourself repeatedly into a padded moving wall. Yes, is correct. Yes, named Asile, A-S-I-L-E, played in 2000 to 2006. Shapes banking out there on 14,000. Amy and Chris are still looking for 1 answer to bank out on. Brig is still looking for the other 2 answers to bank out on. Sounded too much like MXC, says Lingo. Oh, well, not in this case. I mean, it might have been in MXC. But not MXC meaning Takeshi's Castle, which is yes, I think there was one. There was that like that, like like fly paper something or other. But yes, it was on Fort Bayard as well. 2 right, left of the board. Continuing on. Playing musical chairs blindfolded. Brig and ABMe hoping this is a correct answer. ABMe hoping to bank out here. Playing musical chairs blindfolded is correct. Yes. This one is named Bal, played with guest characters Les Baudins, only played in 2018. Modern ABME banking out your 10.5. Brig, you're still looking for one more. They nicked this off of Ellen's Game of Games. Okay, fair enough. But it's on Fort Bayard, so it counts. Chris, you're looking for one answer. Brig, you're looking for one answer. There are 3 to avoid, though. Where are we going next? Brig and Natter have gone for this one. Saw a woman in half. So if this is the final correct answer, Brig has done the full sweep and could probably sit back for the rest of the game, although still has to bid 1 to preserve score. However, that does mean Chris will wipe out. If this is wrong, though, Brig is crashing out 27,500 doots. Saw a woman in half. Absolutely on the money, yes. Called Femme Coupé, played in 1990, the 2012 Halloween special, and was brought back once in 2019 as well. Brig is an absolute 11 for 11 sweep, therefore cementing your knowledge on Fort Boyard. I must say that is absolutely just très bien, très bien. 33,000 doots banked on the end of that board. Does mean, Chris, you will be wiping out in a moment. Let's just go through the other answers. Play a Space Invaders clone on a big LED floor. So it's kind of close, but not quite. There was an interactive cell like this in 2011, but the arcade game that was played was not Space Invaders. It was Breakout was the game in play there. Fight in a duel with laser guns. Oh, it sounds so good, doesn't it, Chris? This was an original in Crystal Maze, I'm afraid, not Fort Boyard. And the final one, which is a really long and winding one, run an obstacle course whilst being bombarded by tennis ball cannons. That there would be the Danger Zone, not Ben's game, but the Danger Zone from Gladiators, also known as Assault in the US version. That was that game, I'm afraid. So that's a wipeout for Claire. And there is the end of that board. Yes, not that Danger Zone. Different Danger Zone. Different formatting. At the end of the board, 17 players with a non-zero score, and Brig heading them all off there with that very, very impressive performance there. 33,000 doots to Brig. As I say, you could probably sit on your hands for the rest of the game, although you do still have to give me a correct answer on each board to keep it in play. If you give me a wrong answer, if you give me a wipeout, it's all going down to 0. Anybody can still win. Anything can happen. As we go into board number 2. As we talk in hand egg is what we're doing on this next board, which comes courtesy of Pop Ramen Comedy. So Pop Ramen, you can sit back on this one. You're going to get yourself an author bonus for writing this one. But yeah, we are indeed talking hand egg. And that does mean, which of these are terms that are used in the National Football League? So 11 of the following words or phrases are terms that are found in the 2022 official playing rules of the National Football League under Rule 3 definitions. So these are specifically in the rule book. The other 5 words or terms that you'll see here are not used at all and are to be avoided because they are wipeouts. And as Pop Ramen is saying, remember, NFL terms might not necessarily equate to other versions of football. There may be other variations out there, but we are looking specifically for NFL rules of football and not others. Be aware of that fact. 11 of these are right, 5 are wrong. Here come your answers.
Answers are...
And your time starts now. ...30 seconds. 20 seconds. Last few seconds now, 10 seconds. Make sure you give me at least an answer, otherwise you will wipe your total down. Briggs not bidding 11 this time, says Pot Ramen. Absolutely. Doing the absolute bare minimum of a bid of 1, and I don't blame them. All the answers on the board were accepted, so, excuse me, no more rounds of bidding. Biggest bid we've got is Ramsey, going very big with a bid of 10. Would put you into striking distance against Brig, potentially going into the final board if you get all 10 right. Nat has gone for an 8. Mark's gone for a 9. Mrs. Verstappen's also gone for an 8. Lucario's also gone for a 9. So, interesting. Let's see where you've gone with this board. We're going to start off with loss of down. So yes, loss of down is the phrase. Loss of down indicates that a team committing a foul will not have the opportunity to repeat the down after enforcement of any yardage penalties. Yes, loss of down, absolutely a term you will see in the NFL book. Yes, rules book. Mix the two words together. Next, dead ball. Yes, a dead ball is one that is not in play. You have to define these things. It's just a thing. But yes, a dead ball is one that is not in play. Brig has done enough. Banked out on 33,500. We continue on to the neutral zone. Yes, the neutral zone is the space between the forward and backward points of the ball planes and extends to the sidelines. It starts when the ball is ready to play. That is the name of the neutral zone, or the definition of the neutral zone. It's a beige alert. Tell my wife I said hello. We will move on to forward progress. Also correct, yes. Forward progress is the point at which his advance towards his opponent's goal ends and is the spot at which the ball is declared dead by rule, irrespective of the runner or receiver being pushed or carried backward by an opponent. And that is forward progress, and it is absolutely a correct answer. Very well done. We are continuing to position player. Position player, 10 players have gone for this. Position player. I'm afraid not. No, not in the NFL book. You may believe that they, play positions, but it's in an informal term. It's not an official term in the NFL rulebook. However, you may have frequently used it in baseball instead, rather than NFL, to describe non-pitching players. They are a position player. But in NFL, no such definition, I'm afraid, for position player. That is a wrong answer and is going to be a wipeout for you, I'm afraid. Hard luck there. It's an MLB term for sure. Was sure I heard that. Well, you're absolutely right. It is MLB, but MLB is not the same as NFL. So I'm afraid it is a wipeout this time round. Moving on to a scrimmage kick instead. Scrimmage kick. Yes, that's correct. Scrimmage kick is a punt, drop kick, or place kick from on or behind the line of scrimmage. That is an absolutely great answer to give. Calibrated vision banking out there on 12,000. Next, try. Yeah, you succeed at last. Try, the attempt by a team that has scored a touchdown to add 1 point by a field goal or 2 points by a touchdown during one untimed scrimmage down. That is known as a try. Obviously, it is also known in rugby as well. Rugby try does exist, but the try does also exist in NFL rules. So it's a bit of a sneaky one there for you. Next answer, line to gain. Yes, line to gain is the spot 10 yards in advance of the spot of the snap that starts a series, except when a goal line is less than 10 yards from the spot. In that case, the line to gain is the goal line. So yeah, that's where they have to get to then reset to the next set of downs, as it were. That is the line to gain. Well done with Cart Quiz there, banking out your 8,000. Carlo's still looking for 1. Lucaro's still looking for 3, as well as Mrs. Verstappen. Next. Tackle box. Good answer, yes. Tackle box, an area between the outside edges of the normal tackle positions, extending from 3 yards beyond the line of scrimmage to the offensive team's end line. After the ball leaves the tackle box, this area no longer exists. It just disappears, becomes void. Yes, tackle box, great answer. Colo banking out on 6,500. Topper still looking for 1. Lucario still looking for 2. As we move on to Muff. Muff. Yes, a muff is the touching of a loose ball by a player in an unsuccessful attempt to obtain possession of it. It's a muff. There you go. That is the definition of a muff. Shapes banking out. Fluid Fernando banking out. Mr. Vertigo, you're still looking for 1. Lucario still looking for 1. I did not say a naughty word at all, Matt. I'm just reading a definition that is in the NFL rulebook. It's absolutely legit. Get your heads out of the gutter. 2 right, 4 wrong left as we go to impetus. Impetus? Yeah, absolutely. Impetus is the action of a player who carries the ball or provides the force, i.e. a pass, kick, snap or fumble, that causes a ball in the field of play to touch or cross a goal line. That is known as impetus. And very well, Lucario banking out onto 30,000 is giving Brig a bit of thinking time for board number 3. Is only 3,500 behind. Lingo banking up 9,000. AB Me and Shadoway still looking for 1. Now, unfortunately, we do have to look at some overbids here. Mark and Cycle Space, you do have bids of 2 left, and there's only 1 right answer, which does mean there is at least 1 wipeout answer in your bid, which means you will wipe out in a moment. We'll find out what answer is in a moment. Let's find out. Let's go to a jump ball. Mark, Mrs. Verstappen. Mr. Verstappen is still looking for 1. Could be the last correct answer on the board. Cycle Space is still looking for 2, so we'll wipe out potentially. Is it this one that'll wipe out? It is, I'm afraid, yeah. Jump ball is not an official term, and its usage in football is to describe passing plays that resemble a set piece that you would often see in basketball. So they may use the term again in jump ball as a play, but it's not an official term in the NFL rulebook, I'm afraid. So it's wrong answer. Hard luck there, Mr. Verstappen. Mark and Nata and Cycle Space wiping out with that answer. There's still 1 right up there and 3 wrong to avoid. We go to a crease with Topper and Natter. Now, I know crease is found in cricket and is also found in ice hockey, as in sort of like, I think it's like the goalie's crease and also like the officials' creases. I think those exist. Is there a crease in NFL? I'm afraid not. Not in American football. There is no crease to be found. So there is a wipeout for Topper, Diamond Ninja, and Natter. Hard luck there. Hard luck there. As it says there, yeah, it's found in cricket and ice hockey, but not in American football. There's still 1 up here to get and 2 to avoid. Maybe me, Mr. Vertigo, Shadowman, we're looking to you. You're only 3 left in the scoring zone here. Mr. Vertigo is going to go for a ruck. Now, this one I'm very familiar with because it's certainly a rugby term. Ruck you definitely find in rugby. Do you find rucks in NFL, though? I'm afraid not. No, just world rugby, I'm afraid. A phase of play where 1 or more players from each team who are on their feet and in physical contact close around the ball, which is on the ground. That is a ruck as defined in rugby union, I'm afraid. Not in NFL. So that is going to be a wipeout for you, down to 0. ABME, Shadowmane, the only 2 left in the scoring zone with 1 bid to go. We still have 2 answers here, Rouge and Bat. 1 is right, 1 is wrong. ABME has gone for a Bat, which means Shadowmane's gone for Rouge. So, only 1 of you can be right here. Bat. Sounds very baseball to me and cricket. Bat. It is correct answer in NFL, though. Yes, rouge to bat, I know. No, bat, it's a verb, to bat the ball. A batting is the intentional striking of the ball with any part of the hand or arm. That is, you bat the ball away. It is an official term they use in the NFL rulebook. So well done, AB Me, banking on 21,000. Means, Charlemagne, you've gone for rouge. I'm afraid it's a wrong answer. And this is the really critical one that Pop Ram Comedy was drilling into you early on. Because it is used in a football league, but not the NFL. No, it is the Canadian Football League. Specifically, rouge is if the ball is kicked into the goal area by an opponent, then a rouge is scored. In one case, when the ball becomes dead in possession of a team in its own goal area, or in a second case, when the ball touches or crosses the dead line or a sidelight in goal and touches the ground, a player, or some object beyond these lines. That is a rouge that you'll find in CFL, but you would not find in NFL, I'm afraid. Hard luck there. Wiping out down to 0 for Charlemagne. And Pop Ramen, congratulations on your author bonus there. Getting 10,000 dukes for writing that board. Great board that was. Briggs still in the lead on 33,500. Lucario with a great performance there. Rocketing up to 30,000. Only 3,500 behind. And ABME doing very well. Up into third place. 21,000 dukes currently. At risk, because we still have one more board to play. And you could still lose it all. 15 players with a non-zero score, but doesn't mean that the other players are out of it. They could easily score very highly here, and those in the scoring zone currently could all wipe out. Your final board comes courtesy of Ramsey Fox. Who's ready to feel old? 13th of February 1996. That's the day in question here. Who's ready to feel old? Because I'm about to feel very old here, I suppose. Let's find out what we have in store for you. Which of these events occurred closer to the Apollo 11 moon landings than to today? So, today is the 9th of September 2022. The Apollo 11 mission landed on the moon on the 20th of July 1969, which was 19,409 days ago. Sounds like a lot of days. Therefore, anything that occurred 9,705 or more days ago happened closer to the moon landing than to today. And if you input those coordinates into your time machine and travel backwards exactly 9,705 days, then you would arrive on the first full day past the halfway point between today and the moon landing, which is Tuesday, the 13th of February, 1996. So, what you are trying to do is find the 11 pieces of ancient history that happened before that date, specifically the 13th of February, 1996. If you can do that, then you're doing well. And the other 5 will have happened relatively current, and beyond that would be wipeout. So you are looking for anything that happened prior to the 13th of February, 1996. 11 of these things did happen before then. 5 happened after, and you have to avoid. Good luck. Answers
are...
And your time starts now. Remember, you have to give me at least a bit of 1 to try and preserve your score. The more you bid, the more you could get. But any wrong answer will wipe you down to 0, and this is the final board of the game. So you have no chance of catching back up after this. 20 seconds. Need that cart quiz? There we go. Just getting an answer in time, and all the answers were accepted. So, bloody hell, this is going to be difficult. So 11 of these things happened before 13th of February 1996. 5 of them did not. Let's have a look to see what we've gone for. We're going to start off with the USSR dissolving. 19 players have gone for this. The USSR dissolving before 1996. Yes, after years of unrest, protests, and coup attempts, Gorbachev resigned as president of the Soviet Union on December the 25th, 1991. So 5 or so years, or 4 to 5 years behind there, with the legislative chamber voting to dissolve itself the next day. So great answer there to go for. The answers unfortunately didn't register. The rest of us happen. Don't know where they came from, but they didn't come through, I'm afraid. So nothing to risk. But also nothing to lose as well in this case. But hope you're enjoying the game nonetheless. Next, Barcelona Olympics begin. 17 players have gone for this. It's a good answer. Yes, Barcelona, the 25th Olympiad, opened on the 25th of July, 1992 was the year, with Paralympic archer Antonio Rebello lighting the Olympic cauldron with a flaming arrow. So that was in 1992. Good answer if you gave me that. Amy is going to be finishing the game on 21,500. Pop Ramen is finishing on 10,500. Very well done to you. We continue on, though, with the Channel Tunnel opening. Channel Tunnel opens. Yes, Queen Elizabeth II and French President Francois Mitterrand opened the tunnel in elaborate ceremonies on the 6th of May, 1994. An incredible piece of engineering given how long ago it was. That was all the way back in 1994. Well done, Brig, give me a right answer there. Kirstukin, you're banking on 2,000. That is going to be your final total. Next, the first televised UK National Lottery draw. Yeah, Lotto's been around for ages, but when was the first lottery draw? All the way back when Noel Edmonds hosted it. It's a correct answer. It was on the 19th of November, 1994, and was hosted by Noel Edmonds. The winning numbers, of course, were 3, 5, 14, 22, 30, and 44, and a bonus ball of 10. So congrats if you had those at home, but unfortunately you're a few years too late there. 1994 was the year in question. Hello there, Jarasar. Welcome on in, Raiders. Hope you're doing well. How you been enjoying this evening? Have you been having some lovely quizzing fun? I hope you have. We're coming to a close here on our stream, on our game here. This is our final board number 3 of Wipeout. The question for your intrigue, if you'd like to sort of play along here, is which of these events on the board occurred closer to the Apollo 11 moon landings than to actually today? Therefore, we're looking at the critical point is 1996. That's sort of the critical date point. Anything before 13th of Feb 1996 occurred closer to the Apollo 11 moon landings than to today, and anything the other side we want to avoid. So yes, hello from the other quiz. Welcome to you, Jarasar. I hope you're doing well. So let's keep revealing some answers. Let's see what else has happened closer to the Apollo 11 landings. Nelson Mandela was inaugurated. Is a correct answer. That occurred after the first South African election with universal suffrage. Mandela's inauguration took place on the 10th of May 1994 and was televised to an estimated worldwide audience of 1 billion people. So if that was in 1994, does meet the criteria. Anyone banking out there? Ralph banking on 7.5. Very well done. We continue on to Friends. Debuts on NBC. Yes, there was a time before Friends. What was the time at which Friends became a thing? It was before 13th of February 1996. It was September the 22nd, 1994. Yes, you're seeing a recurring theme here with these years. Friends debuted as the pilot, the first of 236 episodes of the sitcom Powerhouse in 1994. Much like their ratings, Friends is closer to the moon. Anyway, next up we have Kurt Cobain dies. How many have gone for this? 9 players have gone for this answer. Kurt Cobain dies. Did it happen before the 13th of February 1996? Yes, the hugely influential Nirvana lead singer was found in his Seattle home on April the 8th, 1994. 4. Yes, that year again. Though coroners estimate he passed 3 days earlier. So yes, 1994 was when Kurt Cobain died and was closer to the moon landings than to today. Well done to Flyboy banking out 5,000. Claire banking out 3,000. Still some wipeouts up here. There's still 5 wipeouts we've not touched yet. We're going to go to some Beanie Babies. There's not many players now going for some answers. In fact, there's 4 players have gone for Beanie Babies first produced. Is this the correct answer? It is, yes. The Tight Toys debuted at Chicago and New York toy shows in 1993. Tricked you on that one. With the first 9 animals hitting store shelves the next year. In this case, much like their prices in the mid-90s, these toys are closer to the moon. So yes, that was 1993 there for the Beanie Babies. Well done to Milk, Nat, Shadowing and Puzzledown. It's not over for you, though. You've still got more to give. Next. Speaking of Apollo, but a different Apollo. Apollo 13 premieres in theatres. Did that occur closer to the Apollo 11 moon landings than to today? Yes, the Tom Hanks film depicting the ill-fated NASA mission premiered on 30th of June 1995 in the US, September to October 1995 in Europe, putting it closer in time to the actual Apollo missions than to today. So it's a 5. We're getting closer. We are getting closer here now. Matt the Ref banking on 26,000. Very well done. Mr. Vertigo banking 14,000. Random Zombie banking 4,000. Brigger's already banked out 38,500. Lucario still looking for 2 answers to bank out, though. And there are 2 answers left on the board. Proogs, Cycle Space. We do have to address a little elephant in the room, though. You've got a few too many in your bid at the moment. It does mean we are going to be wiping you out momentarily. Let's find out what that is. Is it going to be this? Spice Girls release Wannabe. Proogs, Cycle Space, Fluid, Fernando, and Not a Cat have gone for this. Wannabe? No, I'm afraid that occurred closer to today than Apollo 11 moon landings. So the date in question, released ahead of their debut album, the Spice Girls' first single topped the charts in 37 countries and was released on 8th of July 1996. So it was the same year, but it was July of the same year, not February. So very, very soon, it's going to be closer to the Apollo moon landings than to today. But as of today, it is still closer to today than the Apollo 11 moon landings. Very, very close. Hard luck there. Fluid, Fernando, Not a Cat, Proogs, and Cycle Space wiping out on that answer. Still 2 answers up here to get, 4 to avoid. Lucario, Chris, Mark, and Milk have gone for the O.J. Simpson murder trial verdict. Which is the correct answer, yes. After a trial spanning 11 months, jurors took only 4 hours to reach a not guilty verdict on 3rd of October 1995, putting the trial of the century closer to the moon landings than today. Great answer there. Chris banking 12.5, Mark banking 10,500 doots, and there's only 1 right answer left on the board. Does mean Nata is now in overbid territory. Will be wiping out momentarily. Topper is worried, still looking for 1 answer. Where are we going? We're going for Katrina and the Waves winning Eurovision. Puzzledan, Oren Mustarl, Milk Like and Colo believe that happened closer to Apollo 11 moon landings than to today. Afraid not, and 3 players immediately jumping the gun there. The UK's most recent Eurovision title, Katrina and the Waves, won the song Love, Shine and Light on 3rd of May 1997. Practically yesterday, says Ramsey there. Practically yesterday. So yes, 97 was the year in question there. Colo, Oren, Milk Like and Puzzledan, you have wiped out very late on in the game. Means it's going to be a 0 for you. Next. Google.com domain name registered. Shadow, Topper, Proogs, you're hoping this is the final correct answer. Lucario and Lingo hoping it's not the final correct answer because otherwise they will wipe out. Google.com, domain name registered. Did it happen before the 13th of February, 1996? I'm afraid not. It was first registered on the 15th of September, 1997, with the search engine itself going online another full year later. Much closer to today than the moon. For now. So I'm afraid 97 was the year in question. Shadowmane, Topper and Proogs, it is a wipeout for you. Hard luck. Hello, Whiskers. I will show you off to the stream in a moment. We still have 3 answers to reveal on the board, okay? Can you wait for a couple of minutes? Okay, thank you. So, 3 answers left on the board. Only one of them is left is right. And the other 2 are that should be left and are wrong. I know what I'm saying. Hello there, Trophy. Welcome. We are coming to the end of the stream, but do give me a follow and you'll be able to tune in on future things like this. Lots of interactive quizzing on Wednesdays and Fridays at 8 p.m. British time, if you're interested in that kind of thing. Words? What are words? I just don't know. We're going to go to Dolly the cloned sheep is born. That's where we're going. Natter. Gone for it. Proogs and Psychospace also gone for this. Dolly the cloned sheep is born. No, I'm afraid not. Dolly was the first mammal cloned from an adult somatic cell, born on 5th of July, 1996. So it was the same year, however, was in July of the same year. So it is technically closer still, although give it a year and it won't be anymore. Dolly may be old news, but just not old enough for this question at the moment. Hard luck there. Hello, Whiskers. Kolo thinking it's Wednesday today. I mean, we can turn back the time if you want to, but yeah, Wednesdays and Fridays. That's when I am doing this stuff. So we are left with Nintendo 64. Sorry, Nintendo 64 releasing in Japan, and the Macarena. Oh God, Macarena making the US pop charts. One of these happened before then. Lucario's gone for the Nintendo 64. Lingo's gone for the Macarena. Well, only one of you can be right here. It means the other one's going to wipe out. Nintendo 64. Was it released in Japan before the 13th of February 1996? I'm afraid not, no. The N64 launched in Japan with a retail price of 25,000 yen and a library of Super Mario 64, Pilot Wing 64, and Saikyo Habu Shogi on 23rd of June 1996. Exactly what Tadaro says. Yes, 23rd of June of that year. So give it a few months and it will be closer to the moon landings than today. But as it currently stands as of today, it is not. Lucario doing ever so well there, but all of that going all the way into the bin and down to 0. Hard luck. Does mean our final answer of Macarena making the US pop charts for Lingo Maniac and also to Cyclespace in the wipeout zone is our final correct answer. It occurred the 2nd of September 1995. Well. That there is the end of the board, and we've got 19 players scoring, and let's go in reverse order. Curse 2 with 2,000, Claire with 3,000 as well as Diamond Ninja, Random Zombie 4,000, Flyboy 5,000, Josh Dodd and Ralph 7,500, Ramsey getting their 10,000 dupe bonus for authoring that board. Thank you very much, Ramsey, for that. Pop Ramen and Mark 10,500, Cart Quiz 11,000, Lingo 12,000, Chris 12,500 dupes there. Mr. Vertigo 14,000, Calibrated Vision 17,000, Amy 21,500, Shape 22,000, Matt 26,000, and well, purely off of the performance of the first board there, absolutely acing Fort Boyard. Brig finishing 38,000 2,500 dudes. Absolutely mega performance, that, Brig. Very well done to you. And thank you to all of our authors this evening. Thank you to Oni for the Fort Boyard pack. Thank you to Pop Rum and Comedy for the NFL board. And then thank you to Ramsey here for our final. Are you old yet? Are you old feeling now yet, board? And I did say I was going to do this because we do still have a Whiskers on the desk here. So let's show a Whiskers. Meow. 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 All purr. Tooth. Oh, look at that. Oh. You like that, Whiskers? I think she just wants the purrs right now rather than actually saying anything out loud. She said something earlier when she was entering the room, and I'll be giving some food once I finish this stream. But yeah, hello, Whiskers. Oh, you are a cutie one. You are a very hairy one as well. Do need to again get the brush out again because it's a never-ending stream of hair. This. Would you like to say anything, Whiskers, at all? Anything? Or are you just liking the scritches? Oh, yeah, you really like the scritches there. Right, well, let's get on to a marbles stream, shall we? Let's get the marbles stream open. Because we do one thing round here at the end of our streams is we spin this little wheel over here, and we use marbles on stream to figure out who gets to spin the wheels. So let me load that up briefly. Let me just get that going. Let's go to community maps. Let's see if Oni's got another one for us or not. Oni 91523. We don't have another one from Oni, so we're going to be going to a different community map tonight. Let's have a look to see what we've got for us. We're not going to do an elimination rate of 99% because we probably won't finish it. Let's go for a elimination rate of about 25%. That sounds about good. Let's go for that one then. Blobby! No, I don't think it's going to be Blobby. Let's have a look to see what track we've got. We do have some paint blobs though, actually. But it's not Blobby. Exclamation mark play if you want in on this race. Exclamation mark play if you want in on this race. And we've got some manifesting from Puzzledown. Thank you very much for the 100 bits there. I don't know if that's actually going to manifest anything for you. All I can say is Oni's not around tonight, so he can't win this race. Neither can he come last in this race. So good luck. Or can he? I mean, if he manages to phantom a win here, I'd be absolutely amazed. Let me change the capture mode because we need to capture the full screen rather than the Unity inset. There we go. Oni will still find a way, potentially. We'll see. It's either been art attacked or it's been splatooned. I'm not sure which way round, honestly. But yes, there you all are coming in there, spawning in. So yes, what we're going to be doing is our first finisher and our last finisher, they will get to spin this wheel. So those that get DNF'd, that doesn't count, so you don't actually finish. Our first finisher and last finisher will get a spin of the wheel at the end. So, it's quite a long track actually. I don't have any music lined up tonight, so does anybody have anything in mind that they would like to hear play out for tonight? Yeah, it's a reverse first and last situation thing. Yeah, anybody got any things in mind? Splatoon music. I mean, I suppose we kind of asked for it, didn't we? So, Splatoon 3 OST. Surely there's got to be something for that. Gladiator's final thing. We already did the Eliminator before. Fort Boyard. We've already done some Fort Boyard music earlier, previously on these things. Let's have a look at some Splatoon stuff. Maybe not spoil Splatoon 3 because that's just about to be released. Let's have a look at Splatoon 2 OST. and find a track that looks long enough. Let's go for that one, maybe. We'll go for that one. Whiskers, please stop doing that. Thank you. I will feed you in a moment. Don't worry. Okay. Right. Hello. Splatoon 2, Ebb and Flow. Oh, okay. You got a recommendation for a specific one. Okay, we can do that. Splatoon 2 OST, Off the Hook, Fly Octo Fly, Ebb and Flow, Final Boss Music. We'll go with that one then. We'll go with that one then from recommendation. We'll get that music ready for you. Or the Macarena. Or the Macarena. No, we will do some Splatoon. We'll do some Splatoon. Exclamation play if you want to get in. I'm going to start the countdown though. 10 seconds. Good luck. As I say, first and last finisher will get a spin of this wheel. Here we go. Oh, it's a zoomy. Oh, okay. And then a big fall. Oh, and a 50-50, which I go, Ramsey, I think that's not the way to go. Same for Pop Ramen Comedy, Pirating Me and Samster also going the wrong way, falling off the track very early on. Who's in the lead right now? Cycle Space has fallen off. Diamond Ninja's fallen off. Can't tell who's in the lead. The course looks uneven to me. It was possibly Tadaru, then Lucario. But it could also be Kirstuken and Brig. Or it could be just on radio here. Tadaru, Lucario getting launched over. Flyboy missing the funnel, falling out. Topo's also fallen off the track. We've got Oromasarol now in the lead. Josh Dodd in second. Tadaru in third. How are we doing down here, Oren? Let's find out. Oh, Shape's falling off the track. Okay, elimination rate is quite high on this one, apparently. Oren and Tadaru going on different paths here. Which one is the more favourable path? Clearly not Tadaru, who's getting caught up by some planks or things. Oren is next through. Going into the next phase. It's coming to the end here. Just one final S-bend and one final obstacle to avoid, and that's going to be it. So is it going to be Oromasarol or is it going to be Puzzle Dan? Looks like it could be Oren. Oromasarol is our first finisher. Puzzle Dan just missing out. Getting second place. A very good finish though. Now let's see who's going to come last. Well, Kirstuku was all the way back there, but has been eliminated by the death ray that does come across the track when a finish starts. Currently, it's going to be Nata in our final finishing spot, or it could be Mr. Vertigo. Krug's falling off or getting evaporated. It looks like it's between Mr. Vertigo and Nata here for final finisher. Who's going to final finish? It's going to be Nata. It didn't quite go off because we still needed somebody else to trigger it. But thank you for the 16-month resub there, Foggy. Appreciate that. And that there is our race. That is actually a pretty good track there. I am going to put a like on that track so I can listen to it again in future. That's how you do a timed final boss theme. That's a great final boss theme, that actually. So does mean Oromasarol, you're going to get a spin in a moment, and also to Nata, you are our final finisher, meaning you are going to get our second spin this evening. Very well done to you too. Yeah, quite a few DNFs there. Prugs, Kirstuken, Shapes, Topper, Flyboy, Diamond Ninja, Cycle Space, Samster, Pyro Pygmy, Ramsey, and Pop Ramen all DNFing there during the race. Hard luck to you lot there. So, let's get to spinning some wheels then, shall we? Let me press that button there so we go to camera mode. There we go. Oromasarol, we're going to go over to you. So, add Doots, Oromasarol. And I'm going to press this button here. There we go. Put the microphone up that way. What are you going to spin? Let's find out. It's going to be this. And... oh, bloody hell. Oren. 50,000 doots, or a chance at some poker chips. A chance at some deal chips here. So, if you've not seen them, there's these things here that I got made for the 500 questions special. But they are to do with Duel. They are poker chips, but in the style of the Duel game, as it were. So, you've been here before. Do you want to go for the 350k, or do you want to try and go for the chips again? What would you like to do, Aaron? Listen to how weighty they are. Listen to how weighty they are. That one fell off. You get the idea. You get the idea. You got the chips last time. I'll save you the shipping this time. I'll take the 50k. Thank you. Fair enough. In which case, then, I will give you the 50,000 doots. There you go. Very well done, getting yourself 50,000 doots, and that does remind me I still actually need to send them, and also to Cyclespace as well. I still need to send them. I've just been so bombarded with Q&L stuff that I've forgotten about them all the time. I do need to send them off. But there's a free 50,000 doots for you. Congratulations. Aren't they a standard 11.5 gig? I forget the exact measure, but yeah, they're basically standard. These aren't clay. These are composite, I think. But they are a common standard composite that you'd see. But yeah. Yeah. I will sort it out, Oren. Definitely will sort it out. I've just been, bombarding myself with lots of other stuff right now. But yeah, I haven't actually set them yet. Don't worry about it. I'll send you details when I do send them. It's just, stuff's been on my mind elsewhere. Right. Oren is done. Natter, we come to you. Your spin. Put that up there. And your spin, Natter, goes like this. No. Oh, not today. Not today for Nasser, I'm afraid. Ever so close to getting to those poker chips again, but not today, I'm afraid. It's just a big old no. It's an at-bash non is what it is. Do I have that? I should have that. I should have at-bash non. Where's my at-bash non? There it is. There it is. Oh, it's just capital N-O-N. There we go. Hard luck there, Natter. Fate's so mean it goes that way, I'm afraid, sometimes, Natter. Hard luck there. Well, that there is the end of the stream. Bit of a damp squib to end there, but Oren got the 50,000 doots, and I'll sort out poker chip stuff when I can. What have we got for you for the rest of the weekend? So, hands on buzzers. They mentioned something recently. Yeah, they're doing something tonight. It's a different day than they usually do. They usually do stuff on Saturdays or Sundays, but they're actually doing stuff tonight at 7 p.m. Pacific or 10 p.m. Eastern, which is roughly 3 in the morning here in the UK. And there'll be some countdown hosted by JB and also Jetmaster, who is Jetmaster. Yes, Jetmaster. I thought they had an alias, but they don't on there for some reason. But yeah, JB and Jetmaster will be your hosts and dictionary cornerists for countdown over on Hands on Buzzers. Tomorrow evening, Ben is streaming. And what is he streaming? We have got, let's have a look quickly. Hacksaw, Data Leak, and The Escape Artist on Saturday. Comes courtesy of Royal_Flush. Possibly some Dumpster Lounge stuff over the weekend. I don't know. I haven't heard much about that, but do give JB Henry a follow if you're not already doing so. Top has just finished their season, so on a little season break in between that. but do give Top One Game a follow if you're not already doing so. And then I'm back next Wednesday with more shenanigans, essentially. More quizzing shenanigans and stressing as Topper is about Q&L stuff because there's still lots of stuff to do and not enough time to do it. T-minus 5 weeks, Topper. T-minus 5 weeks. We'll get through it. Honestly, we will get through it. Well, that is going to be the end of it this evening. Thank you very much for tuning in and enjoying some wonderful quizzing action here. I'll be back next Wednesday. Until then, do we have anybody to raid into? I think someone said raid OQL. Are they actually live right now or not? If they are live, then yes, we can raid into OQL. Let me go to my actual Twitch homepage and we'll see. They're hardly ever live. The thing is, they went live after I finished my stream on Wednesday. I did notice that because I am following them and I saw the notification saying they went live. So they do go live, but it always seems to be when I'm not there. So it doesn't matter if not. No, they're not live right now. What shall we do? What shall we do? Let's have a look. Anyone in the quiz show category other than me? Let's have a look. No, I said quiz show, not game show. No, not quizzing. No is the answer. Okay, cool. I guess we're not raiding then. I guess we're not raiding. Take care either way. Have a good rest of your weekend. And I'll see you on Wednesday for more quizzing action here at Quiz Night. Take care. And I'll see you later. Bye.